quick, can I see the list of the callings again? I'm sorry.
Best way to do it so far is
It's-
in your sheet, your character sheet has all of them already programmed in.
That's
So-
true. And there's also a list, just all of them listed in that character creation card that I showed everybody in Roll20.
Card.
Yeah, you should see. I'm fucking spamming it.
It has the name.
It says character creation. I might have to go into a room. 1 second.
Sorry.
It's just a little window that should open in the middle of your Roll20. It says character creation and it's got a list on it.
Yes. Okay.
That's
But-
what I mean about the
Oh, okay. I have that up. I'm sorry. I was talking about to see the details of each.
Oh, the details of each one. Like Ben said, the best way is go on your character sheet,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
right, and then on the right hand side near the top, you'll see Wicked One is selected. There's also Dungeon and GM. You want to make sure
Right.
Wicked One is there, right, because you're not a dungeon.
Gotcha.
And then if you select one of those below, it'll show you basically everything about that.
Okay.
character,
How do
all
I
the actions, right?
how do I back out of it?
Yeah, how do you switch it? So once you want to switch it, very top right of where it says your calling name, right? There's a little gear. Hit that gear, and then it'll open up, and you'll see Brute under the Wicked One button.
Mm-hmm.
Just back it out. Just clear that text, and it'll give you all those buttons back.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Okay.
I know, it's so cool.
I love it. Thank you.
Sorry, say that again, Garrett. I'm being serious. I
Yeah. So
I was fixing the stream.
Where did you get stuck? Where?
After you said after Wicked One.
Okay.
You see where the name of the class is? If you delete that, it'll give you the options.
Yeah, so you hit that little gear, right, next to your name, and
Next to
then right
your
under
name.
the Wicked One button, you should be able to see the name of the class that you chose, and you can just backspace it out, and the buttons will come back.
The only thing I'm not seeing is the preset pips for.
And that's because it doesn't do that.
Okay, and that's fine. That's
yeah.
fine.
As
so,
in, that's just not how this particular version of Blades works.
Okay,
The
so
mechanics are slightly different. We'll go through it.
so we don't have any
You don't
preset.
start with any yet.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
That's great to
Okay.
know.
Thank you. Good to know. Yes. All right.
But I'm not saying the
looking.
cogwheel to change
Oh,
off of
it's
like
very small. It's like grayed
Very
out.
small,
very,
top
very
right.
small.
Oh, okay, I see it.
Yep. Tiny.
That
tiny
is
little yep.
super fucking tiny.
It's sneaky.
Yeah.
Itty bitty.
All right, so
Hey, Jar, how you doing? I put the link to the Roll20 join link in the general channel in Discord. It's also in Telegram if that's easier for you. Once you get in here, oh, hey, you're already here. I'll make you a dude.
Is Brute kind of like a barbarian? Ish.
Yeah, I mean it's brutish, like a big old muscle-bound smasher.
Yeah.
There's also Marauder with the sword.
Yeah, that also could fit that archetype.
heraldry is the word I'm looking for.
All right, Jar, you should have a dude.
Okay, which non-core ability do I want? Do I want Creative Frenzy or Monster Science, Garrett? Now, Creative Frenzy sounds more like me, because it gives me down. Monster Science, because I have blind faith in my shit. And what's better than having blind faith in your ability? With I put quotes.
What are you looking at? I'm
Oh,
not
the abilities on Crafter.
abilities on Crafter.
Yeah, because you get to pick one additional other than the top one. So.
Oh, you're on my sheet. That's why Crafter showed up.
Oh no, am I on your sheet?
Yeah.
I may have fucked up then. Oh yeah, I am on your sheet. Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's
there
temp name, just so
Thank
that you know.
Putting a name in there, yeah.
Because I was like, I got rid of that because I was like, I'm thinking of a name.
Go to my sheet. I'm
Okay, yeah. I'm on your sheet now. You're looking at Crafter.
Yeah, I think this is the most one. I'm thinking about all the crazy cobalt inventions I can make.
Yeah. So
Like a weave like a bee cannon or like a flamethrower, but it shoots like I'm trapped on bees and hornets right now, so that's where all my ideas are.
Okay, so the way science works in this game, right, is it's controlled by the like basically anything that you can describe in pseudoscience terms, right? You can build with science. And then as you create these contraptions, right, we determine what tier they are, 1, 2, and 3, right? And you know, basically depending on what it can do, it's one of those tiers. And what's
Can
it?
I make things for the base in addition to things I can carry around?
You know, I don't know off the top of my head. Maybe.
I'm looking at this creative frenzy ability, and it looks like it's written in a way which allows an infinite, as long as you keep rolling well, infinite downtime. Is that by design?
What is it? What are you looking at?
Creative frenzy. On success while working on a crafting downtime project, the downtime action isn't doomed.
Shit. That looks like looks like you generate ones.
Not only do you get infinite reloading ones while you build stuff, but then you get a free one to build stuff too.
Yeah. See, that seems a little insane
Yeah,
to
that's
me.
why I brought it up.
Yeah.
It seems
So
like
I think the
great.
way I'll interpret that is your downtime action will generate, you know, won't be consumed and will generate a crafting downtime action. Or maybe.
Maybe it just gives an extra downtime.
Yeah, maybe it'll just give you an extra one. Yeah,
that's
how about
probably good. Honestly.
I mean, if you're cool with it, I'm cool with it. I think that makes a lot more sense than
it just struck out to me as something that I'll probably use.
Right, infinite loop on success.
Yeah,
Let's go, bitches!
I know myself, there'll come a moment when I'll have an idea and I won't be able to stop myself from doing it. So, okay, in that case, that also makes it a lot. That also makes the other ones more interesting too. Now that it's not that broken. So now I have to actually think. Oh man, monster science though. What if I really believe in myself unearned?
You know, I mean, you know, you get an extra die, but then you can't resist. So
What are dark hearts?
that's fun. So dark hearts are kind of like the way you push yourself, right?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now
so
it's a resource.
Yeah, now it's a resource. So you can have up to 2, and if you gain dark hearts when you have 2, you just lose. Like you have to use it or you'll lose it.
What's the?
Go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna add on dark hearts. You gain them through looting, right? And downtime, and exceptional roleplay. So, like when you play into your vice, or what they call in this game, your dark impulse, right? Because you're monsters, you know, we're very monstrous. Then you gain a dark heart. So like if you were, you know, if your dark impulse was, you know, being reckless and you know, like fucked up the score by being reckless, then you gain a dark heart.
Where are those dark hearts tracked?
On your character sheet.
Right, like where I'm looking.
If you see where all your action skills are, right underneath that, you'll see bloodied and dark hearts, kind of hiding there. It's in the middle column.
Oh, I see it.
Question: what are light tongue words?
So those are words that you know in the light tongue.
Oh, cool, cool. Okay. I heard you talking about that, of saying like, we only know dark, but we will catch these. Okay.
Yeah, you know a few, like, you know a few words in the light tongue, right? But no, you can't like go talk to a human.
What are the dark impulses? Revelry is like our stress reliever, right?
Well, so you don't actually do stress relief in this game, because stress just clears when you finish a score. So dark impulse is the thing that you know what? Let me read from the book.
Okay.
I'll probably explain it better. Okay, your dark impulse is the deepest, darkest, most terrible part of yourself. It is what makes you a monster. It constantly beckons to you, leading you astray and ruining the best laid plans. It pushes you and your allies into danger, but satisfying it will fill your dark hearts.
Ah.
Okay. Sure. Do I
So
want
when you
a loudmouth?
when you choose it, add just a little detail to your to whatever you choose. So like if you're going to be a big mouth, then you would add a little detail like, you're obnoxiously rude, or giant bragger, or you can't stop
Terrible winner.
lying, or that kind of thing.
Bears,
Yeah,
should I be a crafter? Because I see crafter, clever and curious tinkers, but then I don't really see any way to choose other things. So am I just a crafter? That's what's happening?
Like the
I mean,
top right, the leaf craft.
yeah. So the little itty bitty cog next to the crafter in the very top right, when you open it, you should see a text box
Yeah, I see that,
with
but
crafter in there. Yeah, just
what should I be?
just backspace out crafter.
Well, what should I be?
You can be whatever you want.
And you can see the
But
other
if you want
ones
to
when you
change
do that.
it, if you want to change it, backspace out crafter, and the buttons will reappear.
Oh, okay.
I'm going
Okay.
hard, boys.
I want to be a marauder.
I'm a monster science crafter.
Okay, so we have a crafter and a marauder already spoken for.
Shaman.
And I thought we already had a shaman.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
do we?
yeah, Jade said he wanted to be a
Jade was
shaman.
I'll be a shadow.
Well, fine. I will delete shaman.
I'm a goblin hunter.
I'm just looking at him then.
You're a hobgoblin
Oh, you know what? We'll just go with
who's a
zealot.
shadow
We'll
who
just go with
has
zealot.
shadow
Zealot.
minions.
Yeah. Do we have anyone that's being zealot?
I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't think so.
All right. Then there you go. I'll just be a zealot.
Bearsy, I won't be able to stay for that long tonight. I have Fallout, but again, it's Colorado time, so since you're starting early, I have some time before that.
All right, yeah, no problem, man.
And then in Discord, I created a look for my character.
So
Oh, sh-
I'm just trying to line up here because I'm not familiar with the names yet. Corbalon, is that you? That's you, Ben?
I'm
No,
a
that's me. I'm Corbalon Tag.
Okay.
Yeah, my name is Lord Splort.
I'm Tristan Wolf.
I'm Bumble. Bumble's bounce.
Yep.
I'm gonna ride you into combat.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
I
oh, we will make great use of you, Bumble.
will hide in your fur.
Alright, we're gonna be cruel. Cruel to Bumbles.
The big mouth.
That's a cruel to.
Lord Splort's character flaw. Terrible winner. He will be. He will insult people even if we're like 1 point ahead. You know.
Who is Silvervine and who is Tristan Wolf?
I am Tristan Wolf.
All right.
Cruel to. So just a note about our obsession is what you're saying.
Yeah, just like a just a short kind of bit of detail about what
Gotcha.
What your dark impulse is. The dark impulse is really important. It ties into a lot of the other roles of the game. So
Okay, so the dark impulse is it those buttons we have to choose from?
yeah, those are the kind of suggestions. If you have something other than those you want to go for, you can.
Also, I'm just curious. I see all this stuff about minions on here. How easy is it to get minions?
So it's relatively easy to get a pack of minions, but you can only have one pack of minions per player.
Oh, that's fine. Can my minions be elves?
Like elf slaves.
What about gnomes? Have you thought about
They're
gnomes?
slaves.
Yeah. So no, they can't be elves.
No, like little elves that
No,
you know.
in your
work
in
in
your
Christmas.
in your mind bubble, they're Christmas elves, but they're actually
They're actually
goblins.
rats.
You could staple ears onto like whatever.
Exactly.
Here's what I'm gonna say.
And dress them
your-
up in Santa like little elf outfits.
your minion pack is like it's like a little like I don't know half player, right? Like you can
In other
use
words,
Yeah.
you dressed up a bunch of goblins as
That's what I'm
little
saying.
Santa
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it. They're green. They're green elves. They're little goblins.
I mean, you're colorblind. You can't distinguish green from whatever color goblin.
They already have the ears. I mean, it's fine.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Shut up!
They're just they're called under elves.
exactly. They just don't know
Okay.
any better because you threaten them with
They're-
violence.
I'm just trying to
They're
understand. All right.
That's
So I gotta
all
think
a
of the
great
dr-
thing. I'm enjoying the creativity on this one, Rachel.
I love Christmas, so
I love spending time in Bumble's house. She always has festive things. It smells like
Hanging
a
up.
fireplace.
Mr. Peace, I
It's always making toys.
have created a dude for you, Mr. Peace.
Okay.
I really wish that this text box for Dark Impulse would actually scroll or wrap around by default, but it is what it is, Garrett.
Maybe it'll work.
so deranged. That feels, like it fits my Bumble.
Bumble
He
spouse.
sees things.
Okay,
Yeah.
works for me.
he's really crazy. He does not. The world does not seem, real because he's in Santa world
You
all
know
the
what?
time.
We're just
And
gonna
then-
do it this way.
Okay,
Slash R
I was gonna say add a
1d6.
little detail, but Santa World is perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, he thinks he's literally like always, helping Santa get the gifts ready, hanging with his elves,
Dishing
and
out
anything
coal
that
to those nasty invaders.
anything that comes in his way of getting, helping out Santa, that's gonna upset him greatly. So,
Like, please stop using my name.
yeah, exactly.
I don't know you.
And so, as you
And-
said before, Reveille is just our de-stressor, right?
So Revelry is again, stress doesn't work the same way as normal blades.
Right.
But Revelry is like how you get think of it as like your stress release, but it's how you party after a raid, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Like part of partying after a raid is like going through all the loot you got and doing your Revelry, right? So you can basically spend some of your loot to get Dark Hearts. What else? There's other cool stuff you get to do in Revelry.
So do I have to pick from one of these, or can I make something up?
You can make something up for
Like
for any of
eating- For Revelry, could I have eating Christmas cookies?
these.
I'm gonna have stealing from my friend.
Hey, I have to perform a ritualistic sacrifice of some kind for my Reveille.
My thing will be sneaking into one of your rooms and taking something.
Well, it better not be my shiny, because then I'll come get you in your sleep.
Hey,
Oh,
Garrett.
Yeah, you have shiny.
Yes, you can totally eat
My
for
shiny.
your Revelry.
That's
Thank you.
fantastic to know. I
Are
can't wait to not steal that.
are
What-
you
what
not
you-
doing all the character classes?
You can do all of them. You can choose any of them.
Okay, because I see like the buttons on the right. There only seems
So
to
you,
be.
you pick one, and then if the one you picked, you read over the class you don't like, in the top right, a very small cogwheel, you click that, and then you can delete the text
Oh,
and choose a
okay.
different one.
A name.
For
Yeah.
reference.
Yeah, but you so yeah, just look through them.
Oh, I'm reading through the character sheets again. I think I'm gonna
Cool,
pick
cool.
the Tinkerer.
Okay. We do already have a crafter in Ben.
Oh, okay. So what did I miss? Sorry, I was eating dinner with my family.
Not allowed.
Well, if you want one that hasn't picked, Conniver, I think Warlock, I think Marauder,
Marauder's
No,
been
I'm
picked.
Marauder. That's me.
The
Okay.
Bumble is the Marauder.
The
then
Bumble.
Brute, Conniver, Warlock.
Yeah, Warlock I don't think's been picked, or Conniver, or Brute. we have Zealot Shaman.
And Shadow, is Shadow open too? Or did-
Josh went for Shadow.
Josh took Shadow.
Jar picked it.
Yep. So then we pick one calling ability.
Correct. So once you have your calling, you get your what's called your calling ability for free. That's the one, the first one in the list. It's marked with a diamond. You can go ahead and clicky, make it black, and then you get to choose one more.
Okay.
Oh, I automatically get to choose one more?
Correct. So you get the first one for free, and then you get to choose one more.
Circle one.
Yeah.
I noticed one typo real quick in Fervent Aura. But
Oh really, Mr. Tristan?
yeah. When you would become bloodied or be killed. So I guess I'm about to die. Is that what the gist is for that one? I could then say, hey, minion, you can die instead.
Well, no. So damage is different in this
Okay.
game, right? Like you don't take harm like you do in other Blades games. So,
Gotcha.
The way damage works in this, right, is the lowest level of damage, probably equivalent to your to your level 1 harms, is shock, and you take shock to one of your action types, right? So you might say shock to your muscle or your brain or your guts, right?
Your
Okay.
brain. Oh, shit.
Yeah. When you are shocked, you lose a die, or basically minus 1d for anything you do that's tied to that what the action type, I guess, right? Then bloodied is like if you take damage, like if somebody fucking gets a dagger into you, right? Then you'll be bloodied. If you take more damage when you're bloodied, you die. It's a lot easier to die, but all of that damage on you is cleared when the raid is done.
Gotcha.
Right? Also, all the stress. So, I like. I am optimistic about that system. I think it will work because it'll push you to use it, right? And it also kind of a little more risky around getting hurt and dying, right?
Right.
I think it might be a warlock.
All right. We're going to roll a d8, and that'll determine my second downtime. A 5.
Okay. So, question. What skills do we need to control our minion pack successfully? Like, I'm trying to understand, like...
So your minion pack they're like, you control them just like you control your character, right? They're not like cohorts in other Blades. They are like, they're like your, less powerful version of you character, right? Minions are. 1 minute here. There's a thing in here I should read to you.
I guess I'm just thinking because there's one of the buttons that I can choose as my second one is cohort. Your minions are always elite with the mindset, loyalty, and companion upgrades. They also have an additional upgrade, and so I felt like that. I feel like that fits my goblin elves. So,
Garrett, what do we do about these points, brains, muscles, guts? Like, do we have a set amount of initial points that we can spend
Correct.
for those?
There's a character creation note.
So yeah.
Oh, I see it. Hello.
I just push that note.
Yep, I see there.
So 3 dots in a single action, 2 dots in 2 other actions, and then 1 dot in another 2 actions.
oh, I was jumping
What
ahead
about-
then. Sorry.
What does it do to select the actual main? Like, so brains, muscles, guts have their own little selector. What does that do? It's like,
Yeah. So that selector is to indicate shock to that.
To that region. Got it.
Yeah. So you don't want to be shocked quite yet.
nope, gotcha. I just was trying to figure out what that. So one calling ability in addition to your core ability. So how do I know what my core and what my calling is?
The core ability is the first one, and it's got a little diamond for its pip. And you get that one for free, and then you get to pick one more.
Hey guys.
I don't see that.
Welcome. And who might you be?
I am adding a character for you, Groovy. Just 1 moment.
Cool.
Bumbles.
Choose our
Mash.
Is there a gear list?
Is there a gear list?
There is actually in the rule book. Give me a moment, and I'll reshare that with everybody.
It's in Telegram in the channel.
Yeah, it is in there, but I'll reshare it too.
Can I cannot pronounce that thing. So we just get to pick our minion, right?
So starting out, nobody has minions. You
well,
will gain them later.
our underling we will eventually gather, right?
You will get one later, yes.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. Just
Hi,
making
Garrett,
notes.
so how again do I find my core ability?
It's the
It's
diamond.
the very first one.
That thing at the top. Or, so your
Yeah, so I'm-
core ability is the top ability.
Yeah,
one
the very
at top.
first one. So I'm looking at your character sheet, Korriban. If you look, your core ability is Prowler. It's the very first one, and it's got that little diamond pip. You can clicky that pip to turn it black, and then you get to pick one more of those in that list.
Why do I want to burn that pip to turn it black?
I mean, you don't fucking have to,
That just means
but
that
you have that ability.
it signifies that you have it. Yeah.
Oh, okay, and then I can pick two others.
One other.
One other.
One other.
Yep.
And then 3 dots in a single action. The actions, do those are your mind, muscles, guts stuff?
Yes.
Correct. Yeah. So you would pick, like, if you want to be, super sneaky, maybe you would put 3 in finesse or 3 in skulk, right? You want to put 3 in your strongest, like, character trait, your strongest action, right?
So 3 in 1, 2 in 2 others, and
two
1
more, and
in
one
s-
in two
2
more.
others. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I think as a zealot, I am very threatening. Just saying.
What race are you again?
Me? I'm a Deathlock White.
Oh, fantastic.
And if you want to know what I look like, it's in Discord.
You're not only a crazy, scary skeleton man, but you're also religious.
Yeah.
The best kind.
I converted in the afterlife. I mean, it keeps me here on the mortal plane.
They're like, I imagine like the heroes come down. And they're like, you're like, hello, and they're like, skeleton, he's a skeleton. And you're like, do you have time to talk about our Lord and Savior? Like, Jehovah's Witness.
No. See, I don't care so much about asking them about accepting. I forced them to accept. That's the difference.
How do you do that bot thing?
What about the Midjourney?
Yeah.
So I know for me, I have an account, so I just tell it to.
Yeah, you have to have an account, and then you just do /imagine.
But if you don't have an account, you could throw some words, and we can put it together for you.
Yeah.
Barrett, so in the actions, when you click the first box, you get like a stroke, and then a second stroke, and then a black box, and then the rest seem to just black box out. What does that mean? So if I'm putting 1 dot into an action, is that a stroke?
No, you want the
Click
the
it
full
twice.
box.
I don't think we're using that mechanic. I think it just exists.
But by the way, you can also have it do a cross as well. So 1 stroke, 2 stroke, then full.
Exactly. I said you can do stroke, stroke, full. I just didn't understand what the strokes were about.
Gotcha.
I think they're just a feature.
Ignore that, basically.
Yep.
I think so. I believe the idea is when you take shock, you can, put the stroke so you don't forget what you had, and then you can,
Gotcha.
properly, but I don't know. My feeling is, for now, I don't think we're gonna need those.
I just blocked them out.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Yep. That's what it. Okay. Did that. Choose your gear supply and gear defense. A vile fin will be determined during play. So, Peas, what is your race?
I'm gonna be a demon.
What kind?
I don't know.
What? Well, no, just give me some more detail other than demon.
Oh, I'm signing up for the account on that thing. I'm checking it
No,
out.
I mean, it takes like 5 seconds. Just throw some words together. Like
I'm
colors.
you gotta think about it.
Okay.
What are our options as far as, so I see the gear, I see the supply, what I don't see is gear defense. Is that just under gear?
It's in the next column over at the very bottom, defenses.
Ah, I see.
Okay.
And then, what do we do? Because those don't really give me any options.
Yeah. So, like I said, I was going to share something, but I got asked a million questions. Here we go.
You're welcome, Garrett.
Mad scientist. So the last time we tried to make kobolds with the mid journey, it did not work.
Well, here, we'll try for you.
They're better now.
Kobold. What would you like, Ben?
Mad scientist.
Mad scientist. Any colors? Is he holding flask? You know, like.
Okay. That's a great question. We'll say red kobold mad scientist. Yeah, sure. Holding 2 flasks. See if that makes sense.
So, Jar, I'm going to send this to you in Telegram, but then I'm also going to put some images up so you guys can look at the example items and stuff. I didn't make tables for them because fuck that shit.
Quick question.
Part of my character's character arc is going to be turning himself gold. So
What was your question, Rachel?
Gold. My question is,
Oh my gosh.
if we have something in like 2 in muscles or something, or 2 in guts, does that help us? Like 2 different items, like in resistant rolls, or you know what I'm saying? Like we kind of did with the other one. Like if you had
You know, I
2
think
things.
so. Yeah, hold on.
I just want to point out your the third one there, Ben.
actually pretty good.
Yeah.
How many gear do we get?
Yeah, I think that third one might actually be worth it. They're a little more rat. The other ones are a little more ratty.
Well, yeah, because kobolds could be rat or goblin based.
Okay,
or
so-
not goblin, but
Resistance
Dragon.
works differently in this game.
We can drop
Okay.
Rachel.
red scale.
So-
We can try
Okay,
it
thank
again
you.
with
So
red
the
scale.
way resistance works in this game is you choose an action to resist.
Otherwise,
with.
I'll take the bottom.
Okay. I was debating on trying to make my deranged bumble a little sneaky, but I just don't think that that's gonna work.
Yeah, you don't get the same benefit from like spreading out your
Gotcha.
points as much, but
Okay.
you don't really get a choice, and you got to spread them out. So
yeah.
Yeah. What is banter like? Chit chat? Like, how would you?
Yeah, like, hey, how's the weather going? Blah 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 blah.
or if you wanted to say, convince somebody of something like through influence, banter, you could maybe use, right?
Ben's images look so much more intimidating than mine.
Yep. So that was the second roll for you, Ben.
Yeah, I just am trying to like figure out how to play this character, and I just feel like he's gonna bumble around and do what he wants and not talk to no. He's not gonna care what other people think because he's not living in this real world. He's really imagining there's snow everywhere. The trees all have ornaments on them. I mean, he's in Christmas Town. It's great. So.
Okay, so for your gear, you get is everybody ready for gear?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so for your gear, you get 1 magic item. You need to tell me about your magic item, and I will tell you if it's too fucking powerful. It needs to be a tier 1 magic item, which means it gets 1 edge and 1 flaw. Let's see. I will
So
post
magic.
some example.
Yeah, let's go with the
Tier 1
examples.
magic items. If my fucking screenshots work, here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and put those in the Discord. And there's some examples. Feel free to create your own. Like I said, you get 1 edge and one flaw. So since this is maybe a little more creative, let's just go around in a circle and try to figure out what everybody's item is. I feel like Jay's already ready, so I'm gonna ask him first.
100%. I have a magical clipboard that I can call to me at any time. However, every time I do, the words jumble up and it's barely legible.
Excellent.
It's the Thor's hammer for an ocean inspector.
Excellent. So in that gear, you can hit the little plus to add more items of gear if you want to.
So you want us to write up the item, one positive, one negative for that one item, right?
Yeah, edge and flaw.
Okay.
And just to, like, the way to think about tier 1 items, right, is the item should be able to do basically what an action roll can do, right?
Gotcha.
Is that from these example magic items, or just any kind of item? Like
You can make it up. I just gave some examples to get your brain juices flowing. But those examples are all tier 1, so they should basically be able to do like what an action roll would do.
So soul flask can hold a single soul for transport. Why do I want to transport souls? What does that mean?
I don't know. Why the fuck you want to transport souls?
Well, I'm a necromancer, but I'm just like, what does that mean?
Well, then maybe you want to transport souls. It means what you
What,
want.
do you want to put all those souls on a leash, buddy? Amateur? Put them in a flask.
So you can carry your soul with you when you go and put it in the body that you're resurrecting.
I'm pretty sure if you don't keep a soul in a flask, that's an OSHA violation.
It absolutely is.
But no, seriously, Jar. It means what you want it to mean, right? Like these are very.
Well, I just didn't know if
they're
the
very
souls
loosely
were, like,
defined.
useful. Like if they were something like in the Blades in the Dark, where you can capture the, are souls something that other people buy and trade in or use, or like is this part of the economy? Is there a soul economy going on in this dungeon, or what?
I mean, there might be now.
There is now.
Yeah, but no, not strictly. No, there is no rules around souls and what you do with them. Just like there's no rules about spiders or walking on water, right? Like
Or dogs playing basketball.
It is what we make of it. So. Okay, so thank you for your magical clipboard there, Jay. You also get 2 other pieces of mundane gear. And again, this is different from how from how Blades in the Dark stuff works, right? These are things that you just have, right? You can't just make stuff up. However, you can make stuff up out of your supply, right? So your supply you can just kind of have, right? Like you make one, but you can only have, there's 2 little boxes next to supply. You can only like pull out two bits of supply, right?
So, what are some examples of other gear that you're talking about? If you're saying
other
we
gear
get 2 other gear,
is mundane gear, right? So it doesn't have an edge. It's just something cool. Maybe something that looks cool. Maybe you have a shield. Maybe you got like a big spear. I don't know, right? But it's not magical.
All right, I'll take a potion called.
Is supply also mundane?
Yeah. So with your supply, that is stuff that we will just you make it up during play, right?
Okay,
So,
during
like,
play.
If you want to have
Gotcha, it's your loadout. I got you.
Yeah, but you can only have 2 of them, so it's very limited.
It doesn't let me
gear-
delete after I've hit the plus.
Yeah, me neither. I just delete the text and leave the lines there. That
Okay.
character sheet's not deleting the lines. It just doesn't.
It should.
It doesn't.
If you close it and reopen it, the empty line should go away.
Well, there you go.
Okay, thank you, Garrett.
Sorry, I had it for a little bit now.
What was that, Ben?
Okay.
I missed a bunch of stuff because I disconnected.
Oh, no worries. We are just creating characters. You should be up to the point where you filled up your actions, right?
Oh, I'm done with everything but gear supply and defense.
Okay, perfect. You're in sync then. Let's actually go to who? How about Core? Core.
Yes.
Demon. So what gear, what magic item are you gonna go for?
I took the soul flask, and then my mundane. I have a holocaust.
Where do you
cloak
have the list?
And a ceremonial dagger.
It's in Discord.
In general?
Yeah, that's like examples.
Okay.
So if you don't have something off the top of your head, I can jump in.
Yeah, why don't you? I didn't know where this was. I was looking at some other stuff. I was just looking at the manual.
Right. So I have a special flask that can hold alchemical potions, 2 in 1, but sometimes disastrous results ensue. Don't ask me about my pants.
As far as uploading like your character portrait, is that something other people can do? Because I can't. It says my quota's full, but probably because I used to pay for Roll20 and it's still storing my shit or something.
Yeah, if you have a portrait, just tell me, like ping it to me.
It's the one. It's the Hobgoblin, the upscaled one in Midjourney.
Yeah, and mine is the kobold, the green kobold guy in Midjourney, the most recent one.
Yeah, mine's the Hobgoblin Necromancer upscaled.
And mine's the one where I tagged you after it. At 6:52 when it came in.
Cool. Yeah, yep. I gotcha. Okay. Just give me a moment to do you guys
No,
one.
that's fine. So, was my flask idea all right, Garrett?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, your flask is okay, but no potions quite yet. You'll have to make.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just a flask. I have to wait.
Actually, Jack, I think I found another one I like even better.
Okay.
The one where it looks like he's smoking the concoction.
Yep. Okay. Number 1. Got it.
I think that one's perfect.
All right. Let's see what happens when it upscales it.
Right, if it
So-
fucks it up, I'll take the green one. But I just noticed that one of them was doing drugs, and that's hilarious.
And then you said 2 mundane items, right, Garrett?
Yes, one magical, 2 mundane.
Okay. And what did you say yours was, Jar?
I took a Holocaust cloak and a ceremonial dagger.
What the fuck is a Holocaust cloak?
It's a black cloak like Death wears.
Why
Yeah.
didn't you list that amongst our assets?
Yes. The Dread Pirate Roberts.
Whose images for Ben?
So Ben asked me to upscale a different one, so we might have to come back to him.
Okay, no problem.
Sorry about that. I
Just let me know when you need it.
And then Garrett, so for defenses, what can I pick for defenses? Is that
so-
also picked at go time?
No, we pick it right now, and it's related to your magic item. Your defense, you would want to pick something like a. You know what? Let me read it to you because these guys will say it better than me. Okay, so monsters tend to love their possessions, clearly favoring evil style over substance. That doesn't mean things that are chosen mostly for appearance are useless. You have a single defense based on the items that you've chosen. It can be derived from a single item or multiple items working together, though gear only ever gives 1 defense total. Here are some examples that, problems that might arise that you would need defense against. Minion mistakes, like you might carry a whip. Detection, you might have a dark cloak, right? You might have defense against magic. You might have defense against getting caught lying, or enemy movement, or wounds, or containment. The way this works is, if you guys remember how special armor works in original Blades, your defense is kind of like special armor. It gives you basically a free resist. In that particular situation, right?
Right.
But I think the best way to think about it is pick your item and then think what could this item do to help defend me. right? So
I think I have like a bloodstone amulet kind of thing that maybe possesses like a I don't know, a temporary shield.
But you
Or
also
is it
have to
too
have
powerful?
you have to have a positive and a negative.
Oh, about what it does?
Yeah, so like for example, my alchemical flask, it allows me to store 2 potions in it, but sometimes, disaster occurs, like I could blow up the potion. So I could
And,
burn my pants and lose them. But we don't talk about that anymore.
and I think a shield might be a little too powerful for tier 1, but
Okay, that's fine. Something I can
yeah,
work on.
but something
What
like
if-
that would be exactly.
What if it creates a shield, but he doesn't get to pick where it rides? Just somewhere in invisible range.
Some 60 yards away, it's there.
Right? Yeah. He could totally get there and hide, but it'd be super awkward.
You for some reason you put it on the boss. What?
No, I don't think that'll work. Seems too
Derek, for my defense, can my Holocaust cloak have little like become sentient, like knock away like an attack, like a physical attack?
No, the way you want to think about defense is, I mean, yeah, I guess you could, sure, it could be like armor, I suppose. Yes, that's possible. And what you would put in there is you have defense against wounds, right? And tie it to your Holocaust code. But my first thought with the Holocaust code would be defense against detection. But it's up to you. It's up to you.
I thought about that, but I feel like I'm already pretty sneaky, but I'm not very. So, I'm not very brutish. So it might behoove me to not just get fucking a knife to the face.
Yeah, but you gotta help me understand
I
how.
I have 2 skulk, and so I guess I can use my cloak to help me in my skulking.
Like, I have an idea for mine, and also I have my
Okay.
character image, which is the one I just posted in MinJourneyBot.
Okay.
And I think for my magic item, I'd like I'd like that eye thing. It looks like it generated on him. I'd like to call my magic item the Evil Eye. And I'm guessing it's just like some kind of magic gem or something that got shoved into his eye. some cobalt science there.
Sorry, it's a what?
I don't know what it does yet, but I'm working on that. But that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be the like whatever that red gem thing on his eye is.
Okay, and you're Silvermine. No, you're Lord Splort.
I'm Lord Splort. I'm a cobalt craft. The name is subject to change when I stop finding it funny.
I will accept that.
Something that will provide me defense. Fuck.
I don't understand the lower quality items. Could I have an example of that?
They're just mundane items, like a sword.
So
Oh, okay.
I picked up a boas.
Gotcha. So like a crafting tool would be like an option.
Sure. The thing with the gear is like you just always have it, right? Like it's always on your person. You've always got it.
Can I be like Tinkerer Kit, or do I have to be more specific than that? Like
That is good enough for gear. Yeah, I would call that a piece of mundane gear.
Okay. And then for defense, we have to explain how it's giving us defense, right?
Yeah. So generally, your defense is tied to an item. It does not necessarily have to be. It could be tied to multiple items, but when you think of defense, just think of like here. You know what? I'm gonna send some example.
Okay. Thank you.
Does one of our gears have to be a defense? Is that what
No.
you're saying?
What I'm saying is you get one defense. It should be related to your gear, but it does not have to be related to only one piece of gear. It could be multiple pieces of gear.
Where did we put the defense in? I guess I'm not seeing that on this on here.
Uh,
Oh, I see it now.
yes.
Below stress.
Right.
Okay. Sorry. Thank you.
Here are some example defenses in Discord general chat.
Thank you.
I still want to do an
Can
amulet,
my
but
the reflective tape on my safety vest temporarily blind someone so I can run away?
oh, that was what I was gonna literally just say with the amulet. But I was gonna say like burns. It gets hot and burns my hand.
And you want it to what? Provide a distraction?
Yeah.
So I can-
Sure. Yeah, that works. That's mundane.
So, what do we
I'll
just?
call
Or
it-
sorry, not mundane. That's tier 1. Yeah.
So, for defense, we would just say like wounds if we were using like a kite shield or any heavy armor, right?
Yeah, you could. Yes, if you wanted to.
Do we have any supplies already?
Supply is good. Sorry, Garrett.
Yeah. So supplies like normal items and blades, you just have it when you need it.
Yeah, you pull it out of your butthole when you.
Yeah. But it's mundane stuff, like you, not magic. So.
Oh, is that the 2 mundane things we made?
And also, see, you're gonna add more gear and
Gear is
supply,
one thing.
Okay, so
and that kind of stuff. As we play, that's like part of the loot you get is gear and stuff.
so what is the caught lying meaning?
The what now?
So in the example that you shared, in general, it says caught lying. You might wear impressive clothes, jewelry, or a mask.
Oh, caught lying. So like it's defense against getting caught lying.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I'm
Yeah.
going to go with that. I'm going to use my impressive clothes from when I was part of the living. Because I want defense against that for
Works for me. Yep.
for inquisiting.
Okay. I'm ready to go through mine.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. So my magical item is gonna be a sack of endless coal.
Ooh.
That's good.
That's dope.
I mean, if it's the
It's like-
thing, Bumble's bounce.
Bumbles bounce. I'm really trying to think of like the negative thing. I keep going in my mind to saying that sometimes I pull out something that's not coal.
Sometimes you pull out an
And I'm
actual present.
confused.
A toy. You
Yeah.
pull out an actual toy.
An actual present.
Yeah, I-
Throw away your
Right.
cheating trade.
That
Right,
works.
right.
That's perfect. I like it.
Okay. And then for my 2 items, and just to explain, because I'm picking for defenses minion mistakes, okay, as you have
Okay.
here, that says carry a whip, club, or whistle, right? So, my 2 regular items then, one, of course, yeah, that's definitely going to be a whip, like, for sure. But the other one, instead of a club, I'm going to have a really large pair of pliers because sometimes you got to pull out teeth, you know, or hit people over the head with them. I mean, I don't know, but they're
True.
large because
Okay.
I'm a big guy. So, yeah.
I
There you
dig
go.
it. I dig it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we have a portrait for you too, right? Let me
Oh, yeah.
get that.
Yeah, you already picked mine. My portrait's done.
Oh, so for my portrait, I want to do a demon, obviously, but I want it to be slender, and I want it to like be pointing its finger up with like its like fire coming out of it. I don't know if that's possible.
Sure. Well, we can try.
Doesn't have to be red. I don't like if there's a way to randomize color.
Yeah, if you don't put color in it, it chooses at random.
Okay. Still trying to think of a magical item because you stole my fucking light idea.
You can
Oh.
have it. I'll think of something new.
No. I'm joking about it. I think it's funny that I literally was gonna say the same thing when you said the reflective. Yours is funnier with the reflective light on a vest.
It is a pretty good one.
Yeah, I'm not. That's what I mean. He deserves it.
Oh, there you go.
I'm-
That was pretty
I'm gonna
cool.
Start putting you guys on the board.
Is it in the chat?
Yeah, so there's like 4 to choose from mine, and then Groovy also gave you one. If you like any of those, we can upscale.
I kind of like the bottom one on the right actually, you know what? I like. Can I point to it or something?
So, just refer to if you mean mine, where it says slender, or if you want Groovy's, which is thin.
Groovy's number 2. Oh, hold on. Yeah, it would be yours, the number 2 one.
Mm-hmm. So you two.
Yeah, I would say because it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, right?
Yep. I've already upscaled
Yeah.
it for you, Groovy.
Though his is pretty cool too.
I think he was asking for yours.
Oh, you were asking for mine. Okay, well, I upscaled number 2 of Groovy's because I thought that's what you were asking.
Oh,
Nope,
that one's good too.
So here you go. They'll be upscaled in a little bit, and you can decide.
Cool, thanks.
Not a problem.
Hey, man, Midjourney Nick was right. This is the golden age for tokens.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's great. Portraits, tokens, everything, dude. It just shits them out. You don't have to scour the internet anymore. You just have Midjourney make one.
Or making backgrounds.
It just makes, God, it's kind of like, it's spooky how good the art this thing generates.
It is spooky.
It's very spooky.
I'm telling you, we're not gonna have to work in 5 years. Like anybody.
Dude, that's a
That
dream.
GPT.
I mean, but keep in mind, it's not smart, right? It doesn't think.
Yeah, but it's not gonna need to.
So this is something I had to create. Let's see if I can get it.
But I figure if you take 3 or 4 of them and make them, talk at each other, you
Compete to each other.
think, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fire. That's fucking metal, dude.
Yeah, see that one's good. I want to see what the
That
other
is
one looks
pretty
like
good.
to be.
Oh, he's holding a severed hand. Like, it doesn't look like it's in his actual hand.
Yeah. Dude, I gotta say though, I like the first one. That one's pretty good.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the first one. The second one's cool too, though.
Groovy's came out pretty good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Groovy's.
But yeah, this is the one I was talking about. Let's see if it... There we go. I had this get created last night.
Oh, that's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's right.
Garrett, I just want to say I like the token, my picture you picked out for me, because it is clearly, I can see him on, even though he's really small, I can see
right.
who I am.
Yeah. Yeah.
With this little hat.
But where am I, Garrett?
I'm working on it. Give me a
Okay.
moment.
Don't be jelly.
I am Jelly.
Which one is yours? Yeah.
Tristan is my character. Mine was
No, I mean what image?
Which picture?
the noble ghoul. Where he was in blue and gold regalia.
You might have to resend it. I don't see it.
Did you ping me?
No, it's there. He did it before.
It's
almost before
6:52.
everyone. You're gonna have to go up a while. Yeah.
Yeah, can you forward it to me? Just right click on it and say forward.
Or I can just post it again.
That one's cool too.
There you go.
Works, alright. Dude, Discord, remember the folder? Some shit.
No,
let's see.
Garrett. No.
This is Silvervine?
That's Tristan Wolf.
Right. Sorry, Danny.
Oh, dude, my roommate is the fucking, or my neighbor is the fucking Santa.
Abominable.
Santa's helper?
Yeah, Santa's,
yeah.
Santa's helper.
Hell yeah! Oh, dude, I feel like we're partying all the time.
Just be careful. You might turn into an elf.
Are you an elf?
I feel like it'd be a bad influence on the other elves. I feel like they're all like stealing things from the office.
I feel like all the goblins are like, why she always call us an elf? I don't know, man. The boss lady's weird, man. Just go with it.
Yeah.
Make toys, so she always gives out coal.
She's looking to kill us. I mean, just be careful.
I don't know, boss. We keep getting paid in gumdrops and candy canes. I just don't think it's a stable form of income for my wife. I got a kid at home.
Exactly.
So let's see. Wugs does not have an image. Wugs, did you? Jay, did you want the one that you generated tonight or the one from earlier?
I'll actually take either one, whichever one you prefer.
Okay. You know, dude, I like the one tonight because that clipboard is like front and center, and somehow the hands are not insane.
You gotta do one though with a shiny vest on.
Yeah, it has.
Safety
AI
vest.
Midjourney has problems with properly placing all the correct numbers of hands and fingers and arms. Sometimes it's kind of funny. You don't always notice it till you look. And you're like, wait a minute, does that guy have 3 arms? And like, where's that other fucking thumb from? Like,
Yeah.
Spaghetti fingers. Fuck.
You gotta redo that picture and say you want a safety vest on it.
Okay.
he's got a little vest. Look, he's got his little badges and his.
Yeah, but
little...
you should. I think it just for ha-has.
Who's my
Just
other
for the
round?
ha-has.
Just for the lulls.
Who's my other neighbor? Who's this guy? Is that
Hey,
Josh?
Would
No,
a bag,
That's me.
Oh, it's
would
you.
a little
Where-
like bag
I
here
told you,
with
stay away from my shinies.
Shiny, shiny.
like a bag with like little bones that I can drop on the ground and like things happen randomly? Is that too powerful?
Tell me what you mean by things happen randomly.
Like it could maybe create like a gaseous cloud or maybe a flash of light. Like it's just a random thing. Like I don't, they're all mixed up and I don't know what's gonna happen.
Sure, I'm fine. That works.
Yeah, those aren't as good as the other one.
Wait a minute. Is that first one a gremlin and not a goblin?
I think so.
You know,
Let's go with yeah. let's go with that
Midjourney's
one.
just kind of a little racist like that.
So that the fourth one, if it were a little scarier looking,
Yeah, I think the safety vest, putting the word like safety makes it a little friendlier. It made it.
yeah, that's probably.
I like the one above it better. It's just
I-
clearer and more fantasy. It's a little cartoonier the other ones.
I agree. It was worth a try.
Mm-hmm.
So I just write that on my character sheet, Garrett. For under gear,
For what? What are you talking about? Your
my bag of bones.
Yeah, you would put it under gear and then have just like a short detail of what it does, right? And then hit the little plus to add another line. You should have 1 magic and then 2 mundane.
Okay. So mundane are just like regular like things,
Yep.
right?
They're just things, yeah.
Okay.
Sword, shield,
Pair of pliers.
yeah, chainmail, whatever it is.
A bola.
you're walking around with. Yeah.
A set of bolas, rather.
And where is Danny's portrait?
Who's the goblin?
Let's see. There was one that I liked earlier.
What race is Danny?
Goblin.
Where's my fucking picture, Garrett?
But do we have 2 goblins?
I already put you in there, dude.
We have 2
I don't
goblin
see it.
lords, and also at some point we'll have an elf goblin army and under one in one of the rooms.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I have too many players. God damn it. Somebody's gonna have to not play. That's a joke.
I'm out. See ya.
I'm just busting balls.
Oh
here.
wow!
Ooh.
There's only 6.
Well, we didn't know how many people were actually going to play when signing the map, so it just needs to be updated.
I mean, there was a reason I did all those fucking polls.
I mean, I did agree
I voted.
Have a.
Yeah.
on the poll too.
Well, there's a reason. There's
I mean, Garrett, you can take my room because again, I won't be here even every other week is the best you could ask for. So if you want to
Okay.
put it in the bottom or something,
Corbon, you can, yeah, you can do what you do.
yeah, put me in the basement.
We don't
Yeah,
talk
look,
about what's down
look,
there in the
there's-
basement.
There's a tiny little door. That's my Corba. He's the necromancer anyway. Like he's like you guys like what the fuck's he doing? He's off here in this fucking. He's not decent to live in fucking company of others. It smells. Everybody keeps complaining about the smell.
No, we don't
The
complain.
rot.
We're happy he's down in the basement. He's not up here with the rest of us. Well, I don't mind.
I don't mind either. I have a bag of bones. I'm gonna have to create like a table that I roll on every time I take a bone out, like a D6, and like a random thing happens.
All right.
That bottom right one. Jack.
Yep.
Guys, are we like cartoonishly evil, or are we gonna be like classic evil, or like?
I think
old
cartoonishly evil.
I'm
Cartoon,
cartoon.
100%.
I'm
Like I
cartoon.
said, the thing I have in my mind is shabby steampunk. It's cartoon world.
And I'm not necessarily evil.
I think I am.
No,
You
I
can
mean,
be evil. You are.
we're all
You're
evil now.
Jay,
Yeah,
you're the literal definition of the banality of evil. That's you as the inspector. Oh, you're evil in the worst way. You're bureaucratically evil.
I was gonna say, yeah, I'm a bureaucrat. So I mean, technically,
I mean,
but I'm lawful evil.
Joker.
You're the worst kind of evil.
Dude.
the Joker was chaos.
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure he's not as evil as his last character in Blades was.
Nah,
God, that character was.
that character was good.
Right, good character. Character was fun to play with.
I mean, he ended up taking
President?
over the world. Yeah.
I like how
And-
Clifford became the mayor of Chicago, and we just assumed that meant he ruled the world from then out, and
Yeah.
we just went from there.
I mean,
Well, like,
it's a small step from one to the next.
But this is the new game. Do we have to do the? Do we have? Are we doing the neighbor character hill people thing?
Hill folk.
No, we are not gonna do that.
What's that?
The Hill
That's
folk
where we
was-
would add additional XP triggers, like generating relationships, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I think it's a cool idea to have those relationships, but I want to try to do it where we generate those relationships as we play, right? So like as we play, as those relationships come up, we'll add them in as additional triggers, right?
Okay. Is that good for you, Danny?
Yeah. Thank you.
Excellent. There is Silvervine, the goblin named Why is the goblin named Silvervine?
The vine was supposed to be silver. He's got all this silver on his person.
That's what he likes. Goblins like money.
Yeah.
He just happens to like silver.
Those are all chocolate coins.
I was gonna say that's incredibly racist of you.
I don't give a shit. Sometimes stereotypes are right. I don't know what to tell you.
Garrett is the defender of the stereotypes against goblins.
Garrett, or not Garrett. Pease. I feel like Pease is gonna make a great villain, just because he just has to say regular things.
Damn right. What? Yeah, you heard me.
Quick question. I was reading about the Reckless XP. So, is the only way to get action dots filled up by...
There is no
Literally,
way to fill up action dots.
It says here, take an action dot when full. Mark 1 XP if you played into being bloodied or going feral this season. And then you have 3 of them. So if you fill up all 3, then you get to take an action dot, is what it says. Are we playing that way or are we not? If we're not, that's fine. I was just...
Tell you what, let me think about that one.
Okay.
We may play that way. I was under the impression there was no way to get dots, but apparently there is that I didn't read somewhere in the rule book. So.
When it comes
I
to
will look at
rules, you
that
gotta be
later.
careful. I mean, what?
I was just reading. You know, I like
Yeah.
action dots. So.
Indeed, it's a good question. But like I said, so let's see, a few things. So playing into being bloodied, right? Like when you're bloodied, if you take one more hit, you die, right? And so playing into that, I think would be like continuing to push and taking the risk, right? And then going feral is when your dark impulse fills up, right?
When you take the stress all the way up.
Yeah, when
That's
you're,
what you're
yeah, that's exactly right. When your stress
Okay.
is full, you go feral, which means your dark impulse takes over, and you can only follow your dark impulse, right? So that's
I'm essentially already following it, so it's fine.
well, when you're feral, like the dark impulse, like it means you're basically going counter to whatever the group's goal was, right? So
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. How
excellent.
long does that last? How long, like?
Feral, just
when-
until we're done with the score.
Okay.
Oh,
And are we doing the Wicked XP then? The you take an ability when it's full, where you like
yes.
make progress on your master plan,
Yes, correct.
act
Yes.
like a monster. Okay.
Right.
So now I got all that stuff filled in.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are we all filled in? Let me do a quick check on everybody's sheet, make sure.
Why didn't you like the starting points and if I have to roll dice or any of that stuff? So
Well, you should.
There's no dice.
okay, so how many of those starting I choose? It says you the little starting like skills like the sorcerer, artificer, counterspell, familiar.
Oh, that you pick a total of 2. One, the very first one, which is a diamond. The
Yup.
second one is the one of your choice.
Okay, I'm gonna be a necromancer.
I'm already a necromancer, pal. That's why I'm on the other side of the dungeon.
You're a warlock?
I'm a shadow necromancer.
Oh, okay.
You can also be a necromancer.
I mean, you're not. It's fine. We're gonna compete for bodies.
I don't think there's going to be any shortage of corpses.
I mean, we'll just stack them up. I just got to get the shinies, right?
Okay, there's a lot of people. I need to meet everybody. Who's everybody?
So Silvervine, you need to. I'm doing a character sheet check. So just very quickly, Silvervine, you need to add a defense. There's some example defenses in the general channel.
Garrett, why don't you read out who people are while you're checking their character sheet?
Okay.
Everyone else, so you can multitask.
Okay, sure. How about this? Lord Splortimer. Wait a minute, you're changing your name. Fucking kill me.
Keep changing your names, guys.
Yep. So Lord Splortimer is a kobold. He is a big mouth and a very bad sportsman. His revelry is stealing from his friends, which I think is awesome.
I'm thinking that might change to something more torturous, but I gotta see I have to see the vibe of the game before we get there.
So there is a way of there's things called power struggles, right? So if you guys have any disagreement or like you want to steal from somebody, we can have power struggle and resolve it.
Oh,
So
cool.
yeah. You carry the evil eye, which does something for you.
Something. We'll work that out. I'm
Yep.
not creative right now.
And let's see, your action dots are all correctly assigned. You have your ingenuity, allowing you to spin stress to perform an incredible feat of creation. And then you also have monster science. You fully believe in your creations. You can take an extra dice when you go hard with a concoction or contraption, but you can't resist any consequences from the roll. That's pretty.
Consequences are features by design.
Yeah, just having them, it immediately makes me imagine, contraptions exploding in your face and stuff. So, anyway, we'll move on to Silvervine. So Silvervine is a goblin who's also a big mouth. Let's add a detail to your dark impulse, Danny.
He only brags about the bad experiences that he's gone through.
I'm just gonna put brags. And then your revelry is craving. Let's add a default to that too. What do you crave?
Gold wrapped chocolate coins.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, I'll be a pyromancer, warlock. I mean, I have fire in my hand. Why not? Fuck it.
just go in, go all in. Let's see. So, your gear.
See the old Fire Baez move.
Yeah.
Your
Can I
gear, Silverine, you have a spider
Can you what?
silk loot. What does that
Hold
do?
it.
It calls in spiders that are hostile to everybody.
Okay. And what is the edge on that?
It was one of the example magic items. Draws in spiders in your area when played, but the spiders are hostile.
The advantage is, the
But
advantage is that you
well.
summon spiders. The disadvantage is that they attack. They're hostile to you as well.
Yep.
Excellent. I just want to make sure I have notes in the sheets so that when I'm playing and I look,
Yep.
Yeah. Then you also have bow and arrow and some body armor. Can you describe that body armor? What's it?
It's like 3 planks just glued together, and then they're just tied to my body with rope.
Excellent. Okay, cool. And then your defense is minion mistakes. And how do you how do you do that?
I
Like, how
beat
do
them with a club.
You beat them.
I'll beat them with a club.
That works. Let's see. Your action dots are assigned correctly. You have Thrill of the Hunt, which means you can spin stress to establish a small momentary weakness in your prey, giving you plus effect when you exploit this on your next roll to stalk, catch, or bring them down. Oh, and on a success, you gain a dark heart, so you have like a little dark heart factory. Let's see. And you took a hunting pet. Okay, so this is actually a special one. So this changes your minions into something different. They're called a companion. We'll talk about that later. You don't even have a minion yet, so.
It's gonna be a giant snail.
Anyway, a flail snail.
Yep. Flail snail.
I knew it would. I knew that. Okay, let's go to Bumble.
Bumble.
The Abominable Yeti. You are deranged. And the deranged is what? Is Santa World?
Oh yeah, believes he's literally at the North Pole, and everything around is Christmas decorations and Christmas Eve. So
You're a walking version of the David Bowie song "Deranged." I'm deranged again. I'm deranged again.
So you like eating Christmas cookies for revelry. And your magic item is a sack of endless coal. However,
right.
Sometimes you just get toys. Okay, and then your defense is minion mistakes. How do you discipline? What item do you use to do that?
I have 2 items to keep my minions in check so they do not make mistakes. One is a large whip. I think Santa used it for his reindeer, but I use it on my minions because we got to make more toys. And then I have a very large pair of pliers, like very large, because I sometimes have toothaches. It happens. I might be missing some teeth. I don't know. Not all of them, not yet, but they're probably as big as because I'm a big Yeti, so therefore these pliers they're just not small. They're like, I just imagine it being like the size of a goblin, like almost like, you know what I mean? Like it's big.
All right.
So.
And you are, let's see, so your action dots are quite orderly and correctly deployed. What's it? You are a battle master. You spend stress to perform an incredible feat of athletics. Like maneuvering nearly anywhere on the field of battle. Love that one. Or facing off a group on equal footing. That's cool. And you have cohort. Your minions are always elite, which again is we'll go over what that means, but basically they have buffs. Yeah. and they are always loyal. You get, wow, they're elite, loyal, and you get an upgrade. That's a really good special ability. Yeah.
But I gotta wait to use it till I actually get my elves. I mean goblins. I mean elves.
we will find you some minions. Don't worry.
Yay!
Okay, cool. That's going on. Tristan.
Yep.
So let's see. You're a Deathlock White.
Yep.
Explain to everyone what a white is. A Deathlock White.
So Deathlock White is a person who was killed in battle, and then they are risen from the dead, and then they can speak whatever language they spoke in life, but they can't like learn new languages.
Neat. Your dark impulse is that you are obsessed with shiny objects.
It might be what caused my death. I mean, who knows at this point?
And your revelry is performing ritualistic sacrifices.
Yes.
Excellent. You have.
Can he be my vile friend?
As long as you supply the shinies, of course.
Indeed. So let's see. You have the alchemical flask that can hold 2 potions in one. However, sometimes they mix together with disastrous results. And luckily that's empty right now, so
yes,
no danger posed. So that's good. And then your defense is caught lying. You have impressive clothes that help you impress people.
Yes. I can't be lying.
Let's see. Your action dots are correct. And you have channeling. You spend stress to invoke tier 2 or 3 spells from your chosen deity's domain. So there is like an actual, like pretty well fleshed out magic system in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Since you are a magic user, I would encourage you to get that rule book.
Okay.
And there is a chapter called Dark Arts.
Mm-hmm.
It's chapter 3. And it looks like you are. What is yours? Yours is. So you have a deity. So.
Yeah, I'll have to look for that.
Hold on. It's channeling is your spell.
Yeah.
Or what's it? Your thing, right? So.
And this is all in Discord, right?
Yeah. Well, not all of this is in Discord. You need to go get the like 150 meg PDF rulebook to see this stuff. Yeah.
That's in Telegram too.
That's in Telegram. Yeah.
What was this called? Sorry.
It's called Wicked Ones 1.4.
Wicked Ones. Okay.
Free edition.
Yep. All right. I'll go get that.
Yeah, and so channeling's pretty neat. It's all based on choosing a god, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
does it have example ones, or do I need to pick one?
It's got all of them in
okay.
there. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, you need to pick one.
I'll add that to the sheet somewhere.
But basically, there's 2 paths. So maybe right now you could think about the path. There's the Imperial Family path, which is like the follies of civilization, and then there's the Wild path, which is like more nature and that stuff. So.
Yep, I'll do some reading on that.
Cool, yeah. And it definitely won't matter tonight, so don't stress it. Let's see. We'll go to Corbalon. How do I say your name? Corbalon? Corbalon? Is that?
Yeah, Corbalon.
Okay, Corbalon. He is a hobgoblin. Can you explain to everybody what a hobgoblin is?
He's just kind of like a bigger, smarter version of goblins. They're usually the leaders of goblins. They're like more humanoid. They're taller. They're not small. They're about human size. They're typically pretty smart. They tend to be the magicians that back up goblins, and goblins are their minions.
Excellent. And your dark impulse is obsessed. You want to build an undead army. I like that impulse. That's a good one. Your revelry is occult necromancy. What is? Can we detail that a little better? What's that mean?
Well, just
Like a
performing
revelry.
necromantic rituals, right? So his obsession is an undead army. So all of his free time is spent on how to raise dead, learning spells to raise dead, casting spells to raise dead, raising his undead butler, killing him, raising him again, like anything that has to do with casting spells to raise the undead, which helps with his obsession of having an undead army, is what he spends his free time doing.
Excellent. And let's see. Your action dots are not correct. So you need to pick one more with one action dot and one more with two action dots.
One with one and one with two?
Correct. You only took one and 1 2. You should have taken 2 2s and 2 1s. If that made any sense at all.
How about now?
That looks good.
So I added 2 in scan, 1 in finesse.
Yep, that works. So you are a prowler. You can spend stress to perform an incredible feat of agility, like slipping unimpeded through a mob, leaping safely from a high tower, or hiding in plain sight. That's quite useful. Plain sight. And then you chose Stalker. Your lurking presence forces a foolish action. On a success while moving stealthily, NPCs near you do something stupid due to paranoia or reveal a secret. That's also pretty powerful. Wow, all of these special abilities are fucking banger. Shadow's a cool class. Moving on. We'll go to Core. So Core, you're a demon. Like, what's that look like in your mind?
Oh, you're talking to me?
Yeah.
Sorry.
You, Fire Hands.
I was reading a record thing. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
What was your question?
I said, what's your demon look like?
He's like a general red-eyed, evil-looking bastard, and talks with a deep voice. And he's
Excellent.
kind of angry.
Your dark impulse is deranged. Let's add a detail to that. How is he deranged? What?
He basically looked like he wants to cause like pain and suffering.
Excellent. You're a sadist. Your revelry is occult. Let's add a detail to that. What do you think that means to you? Occult. What do you do to have fun?
I'm involved in rituals. Trying to summon other demons to this plane.
You guys are just summoners, huh?
Well, I mean, gotta bring my friends from home, put my homies up.
Okay. Let's see. Moving on. You have a bag of bones. That bones can cause distractions.
Yeah.
You need to have a defense. There's a list of defenses.
Yeah, I had a question about those.
Okay.
So, like, I was looking at the sheet. So this is the so I would say magic, and then I'd have to explain what it is.
Like if you wanted to say magic, then you would basically have to say how your one of your gears helps you defend against magic. Like
one of
your blood amulet absorbs it. Or something.
Well, one of the core abilities is Reaper, and basically you deliver a killing blow with a weapon. You get to suck the soul out of that person. So I was thinking I would go with like a silver dagger.
That is not what I'm seeing on your core ability, but
you look at Reaper. I don't have it selected yet.
Okay.
You don't see Reaper? When you deliver a killing blow with a weapon, you reap the soul from your victim?
Let me close your sheet and reopen it. No, I do not see it selected. I see counterspell selected.
Yeah, I haven't selected that yet. But I want counterspell.
You can only have the core ability, which is sorcery. And
yeah.
And one other. You can't have two. So
I
it's
understand.
So it's either Reaper or Counterspell, one or the other.
I want counterspell, but for the defense, I wanted to add a silver dagger. I guess is my thing, and eventually I will get Reaper.
Oh yeah, you can get it eventually. You need to give up one item though if you want a silver dagger. You have a blood amulet and a flame kissed bone staff.
All right, then I'll just say that so that would be my defense would be the dagger.
And defense against what?
Well, it says right here containment. You might have a small knife, oil, or spiked armor, or contaminant, whatever that means. I'm looking at your sheet. Isn't that what you were on in Discord?
Yeah. So those are example defenses. And then you tie that defense back to an item, right? So
Yeah. So then I would fine. Then
so you want it to be contained.
so I would put contain down and then tie it to the silver dagger.
Okay. And then what do you want to do? Your staff or what?
Yeah, I'll get rid of the staff. I'm already doing it.
Okie dokie. And then, like I said, your core ability is sorcery, which again, this thing has a really cool magic system. You should definitely go get the rule book.
Yeah, I already looked through it.
Yeah. Okay. Well then, sorcery means that you need to choose a magic path. What path are you going down?
Pyromancy. I wrote that in there.
Did you?
Fire.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I see. All right. Sweet.
Cool. So our dungeon can be one of those dungeons that's just always filled with fire.
Garrett, do I have the same thing with Invoke?
Yes.
What's the name of the PDF? Can I just Google it?
I sent it to you in Telegram.
I know. I don't have the Telegram.
Here, I'm sending it right now.
Yeah.
Will it fit in Discord?
Sure, I'll try.
It won't. Discord won't let you upload it. It's too big.
Too big.
If you remember the Trove, you can get a copy there. But I didn't tell you that.
What's it called?
Wicked Ones. We are on version 1.4.
But remember, Garrett didn't tell you.
I didn't tell you to go.
It is
go
free
get it
anyway.
in Trove. Yeah. There's a free version, and that's got all the rules in it that you would need.
Is that Bandit Camp?
If you just search for example Wild or Imperial.
Oh, Bandit. Yeah, that's the publisher, I think. Yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh, you can buy a book of it now.
So, moving on. So let's see, your core ability is sorcery is pyromancy, and your special is counterspell. On a success when resisting magical effects, you also absorb the spell and clear one stress, or establish a quirk about a caster's power, or reflect the spell at the caster. That's neat. And then let's see. Your special ability, your action dots are not even selected.
Yeah, I didn't know how many I was supposed to pick.
Okay. So you pick 3 and 1.
Okay.
2 and 2 more.
Okay.
And 1 and 2 more.
All right, so I'll do 3 in Invoker.
Yeah.
And then
2 and 2 more.
we'll do. I'm gonna be sneaky because I don't want to get attacked. So I'll do 2 in Skulk, and then I'll do 2 in Scan.
Yep, and then 1 and 2 more.
Oh, okay. I'll do 1 in Tinker, and
Korban, you do not have a magic class, so it just occurred to me what you were saying earlier about Invoke. So you can cast tier 1 spells, but as a shadow, you can't cast tier 2 or 3 spells. So if you moved your action dots into Invoke to give yourself some magic, that's the magic is a little more restricted, right? Like you basically have to have that core ability that gives you access to those level 2 and 3 spells. But you can cast the level 1 spells as anybody.
Well, is it worth having points in an invoke?
Not, I mean, unless you just want to be exceptionally good at casting level 1 spells. I'm not sure, right?
So I'm gonna switch Skulk and Invoke then my 2 for 3. So I'll keep 2 in Invoke but make 3 in Skulk.
Yeah, that's probably yeah. Like, sorry, I should have been clearer about the magic classes when you guys.
Yeah, no, well, that's why I asked.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure because I didn't see that had a class, so I didn't know if Invokers were like a whole separate, like, oh, you're just your own fucking dealio.
So should I change mine too then, Garrett?
Core. Or sorry, let me see what you're talking about. Core.
Should I do 4 and 2 or 3 and 2?
It's up to you, but you do have access to those 2 and 3, tier 2 and 3 spells, and those.
Okay.
Just casting a tier 2 spell makes you take a -1 dice, right? No matter what.
Okay, well then I'll keep.
Having a higher
keep
invoke
it,
is good. Yeah.
I'll keep it then. Do I need to do anything else, Garrett? I'm good now.
Let me see. Okay, so your action dots are correct. Yep, you're good, man. You're good now.
Cool. Thank you.
Okay, we're working our way through, guys. I'm sorry.
No.
It's probably a little boring.
No,
Oh, that's for sure.
I'm liking hearing what other people are because I can't see their sheet, so I find it interesting. So thank you.
Okay, so we come finally to Wugs. Wugs, you're a goblin. You want to describe what you look like?
Yeah, I'm a little dude. I look probably hideous. I got 2 sets of glasses, one on my hat and another one on my face. Carry a clipboard around me all times, and I have a blood red leather safety vest, which probably has never saved anyone.
Oh my god, I love your character sheet, Jay. So your Dark Impulse is obsessed. You want to explain your what's it? Your detail?
Yeah, so OSHA's not a thing in this world, but oh shit is, and I will ensure that we are meeting oh shit compliance at all times.
Mm-hmm.
That's your Dark Impulse. So that's gonna be fun. Because again, the Dark Impulse, like, it's intended to like push you away from your goals, right? So anyway, moving on. Your revelry is cruelty. You want to explain your detail?
Yeah, so as a bureaucrat, I of course love taking the piss out of everybody else. And I like to intimidate stronger creatures that could probably just flatten me like a bug. But what are they going to do? Break the rules? I don't think so, buddy.
And
Very
then you
nice.
You have your magic clipboard, which you can't lose. You can just always summon it, right?
I imagine it's like Thor's hammer. It just flies to me, or if it's out of reach, it just
Yes.
it like reappears.
No, I like that it flies to you, but it's like banging into stuff, and you know. It explains why it jumbles up the words, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see here. Defense is against being caught lying. And you want to explain how that works?
So my supply is an infinite supply of orange tape. My red vest has some of that orange tape on it, but it's a little bit better than the standard stuff. And when I'm caught lying or need to escape, in true goblin fashion, I'm gonna run away. I can flash my vest, and the tape will fall off, temporarily blinding my opponent for about 2 seconds while I hightail it out of there.
And
Nice.
it's specifically a defense against getting caught lying. So where'd he go? Why is there all this tape? Okay. Let's see. Your action dots are correct. However, you may want to consider where you're putting your 3 dots, because your class ability, core ability is your witchcraft.
Oh, what would that use?
That would use invoke.
Oh, okay. Hold up then, real quick.
So Garrett, while he thinks about
There we
that,
go.
It looks good. Give me just 1 second, Jonathan.
Yep,
I'll come to you. Let's see. So yeah, you're a witcher, and I believe you said you were going to go into soothsaying last time.
I think I'm going to go into blood reading now.
Blood reading. Okay, that's interesting. Cool. So blood reading is what is blood reading? Fuck.
So I can do things like I can hear people's heartbeats, and I can make them spasm or cry tears of blood.
Oh, cool. Very bloody.
Bunch.
Okay, and then your other ability is terror. Others can't help but reveal their fears. You can spend stress to establish what someone's worst fear is. You take +1d when you act on that knowledge. No, you're not evil at all, Jay.
I'm a bureaucrat.
God damn.
What are you going to do? Not pay your taxes?
Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. John, you had a question?
Yeah. So, where would you want us to put the deity? Because I didn't have like a slot there to put.
Oh, yeah. That's a good question. There isn't a lot of space in that sheet, is there?
There's not. Because I didn't know if anyone else needed to put their deity as well.
Yeah, you know, that's kind of really goopy. Maybe you know what? You can edit that that ability text, right? So maybe just edit your channeling ability and add your deity at the bottom there.
Okay. So I'm going to go with. He's near and dear to my heart, apparently. Crevice, the quivering wretch, the god of cowardice and suffering.
Ooh,
Is that everyone has to do that or just him?
just him.
Oh, okay.
Well, if you have a deity that you have to serve.
Yeah, if you're a channeler, then you would pick a deity.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know if that was like everybody. Sorry.
Nice. Crevice may forsake you if you displease him.
Yeah, I read all of them. All of them are like that,
Yeah.
Garrett.
So, by facing an enemy head on,
Yep, I can't face them head on.
putting yourself on the line, or getting caught in a terrible situation.
Yeah, but he does take pleasure in torture, so you gotta take.
I'm totally not going to try to get you all the time.
I know
That's
you're
not
gonna
what's
try to
going to
get
happen.
me. I know what's gonna happen.
That's beautiful. Okay.
But no, like all of them are like, oh, you know, if you don't do this, I'm gonna get you.
Yeah. You don't want them to. I mean, if they forsake you, not only do you not have spells, but then you know they might do stuff because they're gods and stuff. Anyway,
Exactly.
hopefully you never get caught in a terrible situation. I can't see how that would ever happen in this game.
That never would happen. You're right.
And then it does.
No,
I was gonna say
it's always gonna happen. I mean,
so I think we've gone through everybody. It's only 8:30, so I think we can kind of start-ish. So there's a lot of stuff we have to make for this game, and what I mean by that is like we have to make the dungeon, we have to make all the factions, we have to pick a map, we have to do. So I'm gonna try to kind of break it up a little bit. We're gonna pick a map. We're basically gonna pick, you know, where on the map your dungeon begins, right? And then we're just gonna kind of jump in and do a little mini score, and then next time we will start by building the dungeon.
gotcha.
Or if we want to keep going tonight, we could, you know, it depends on how much time we use. But here we go. So I have prepared a set of world maps for us. So I'll show you the first one. There's 4 of them, and then we want to pick which one, right? So here's the first one. this is called Warzone. You may need to zoom way the fuck out.
Yeah. Look, they're taking your friend away, Lord Krevish.
And you should see this this token on the map.
Can you hide the icons on the bottom somehow? I forget.
You can. So everybody should be able to move that token. That is where your dungeon would be. But don't get too committed because there's 3 more maps. So P's to hide all those fucking people.
Yeah.
Go to the cog in the very top right. Go to audio and video.
Yeah.
There's a little tab in there called video display. Clicky.
Yeah.
And then player video avatar size. Set that to names only. And player video location. Put it wherever you want.
Thanks. Boom. I just need names. That's all I care.
Right. Okay, so this is the first one. This one's called Warzone. So, did everybody get a good glance at Warzone before we go to the next one?
Yeah. So is this like where our dungeons
This
in
is the
this
world.
land?
Yes. Yeah. This
Okay.
is the world map. Yep. Here's the next one. This one is called the Quiet Valley.
Property value is probably
Astronomical here.
Yeah.
You can't afford rent here.
it is quite nice. Property
We-
values
we
are
can-
high.
We can afford it.
I got arrested for trying to jog.
Well, that was your fault for trying to jog in the first place.
There's too much green. Move on.
I love the mountains.
Okay, so yeah, this one's called Quiet Valley. The next one is called Colonial.
Well, obviously, we're going to take over the world.
Much water on this map. Scary creatures in the deep.
If I'd known about this, my deity might have been different.
I don't know if Bumbles swim.
Bumble swim. You were found on an island.
Is
An
this salt
iceberg.
water? Is this salt water or fresh water?
Oh, look, right here looks like a leviathan.
Yeah, so this one is called Colonial. And the last one is called City.
Oh my gosh.
Clearly, the best place for the base on this map is the one cliff overlooking everything,
Exactly.
where you can fire rockets directly into the city.
It'd be cool to be in this tiny little lighthouse right here.
Yeah.
So we gotta pick from all these maps which one we want to be in.
Yep.
I see
So,
the first
yeah.
one again.
Yeah, can we see the first one again?
Let's just go
I think
through
the
them.
first one's cool.
Yeah. Okay, so this
I
one.
like the
this
first one too.
Yeah, this one is called City. So let's go back. First one is Warzone.
Okay. That one looks pretty good.
I actually like this one pretty.
Me too. It feels very high fantasy because you have a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
Okay, where would you vote on this map to start?
What is this up there? Like,
So
what's
the
it-
way we're gonna figure this out is these are like different areas in the world that you guys can go to. You have just been kicked out of your home dungeon. There was a thing that no one talks about, but you call it the incident. It was,
I just get a very vacant, long, 1,000-yard stare whenever the incident is brought up, and just for like 30 seconds I go catatonic.
That's called trauma.
after the
no.
incident, you guys had to run, run from your dungeon, and you were basically, just minions in the dungeon. But you guys have got it in your heads that you're gonna start your own dungeon. So to choose the map, right? These are just different areas in the world. We're going to do power struggles. So the way that works is I want everybody to choose one of the maps, the one that you want the most. And then when we have any disagreements, we will have a power struggle.
All right. So before we do that, I need to run to the restroom real quick.
I would also like a list.
I kind of like this map, and we could be in that ruined city, and I feel like that's like why a lot of adventurers would go there, because it's like a ruined kind of city, maybe.
What if we all just agree?
Yeah, I like number 1.
I like number 1 too.
What
Okay.
happens if everyone just agrees on a map?
Then we won't have a power struggle. So
Can we have a anonymous poll?
we sure can't here. I'll put a poll in Telegram.
There's a lot of good places for dungeons on this map.
Yeah, I mean, you can. They got the one by the sea there. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I like
Down here
that
at
one
bottom
too.
left, you mean?
Yeah.
Can you please
That is
cycle
cool.
through the maps more?
Sure. So this one is Warzone. Number 1 is Warzone.
What's number 2 again? Oh no,
Quiet
this place
Valley.
is awful.
I mean,
This
that one
place
could
is
be
far
nice.
Too nice.
It's not fucked
We
up enough.
cannot afford. All of our money was burned in the incident.
Have you seen the price of eggs here?
They have a stable police force here. The citizens are quite wealthy. They all have dogs.
Okay, I'm sorry, Garrett. I just got back from the restroom.
We are doing a poll in Telegram.
Right. So
Pick the map you like best here. I'm just gonna kind of randomly cycle through.
this is Quiet Valley, right?
While you
Yes.
This is Quiet Valley or number 2. This is number 3, Colonial.
That could be cool too. I mean,
Yeah.
it's nice looking, but it could be cool.
Yeah, but I don't know. I would.
I
worry
can't
about
swim.
None of
Travel
us
would
can
be the hard
swim. We don't have to travel. They come to us.
Yeah. City. I'll tell you. City would be like if I was voting, I would vote for City. But City is the last one. It's number 4.
City could be really cool. We could be like in the sewer or something, but it would keep the tension very high because like they'd always be on it.
Yeah, because we'd
Yeah.
always have to be like relocating.
Yeah.
Is that the slums like in the background? Like at the end?
Yeah, I would
It is,
say.
yeah.
Because it looks like they've like have all this trash in the yeah, there. Like pollution going into the water.
On the glacier.
Someone likes the 2 people like the quiet, or 1 person likes the quiet valley.
This anonymous poll is not anonymous.
This is not
Just don't
anonymous.
click
You're right.
view results and you're fine.
There was only one core feature we asked for.
Oh, you could buy the whole game thing for $15.
What whole game thing?
The Wicked Ones thing.
Okay, can we have another
I
Poll.
just bought it.
weighted?
I like it.
How
Well,
many
no,
people
he-
do we need? How many people are in here?
There are 7 people in this game right now. I only have.
So we're just waiting
the
on one
poll.
person.
Oh really?
Josh, vote.
Oh yeah, Josh needs to.
How? What am I supposed to vote for, guys? Sorry.
Go to the poll and pick a map.
Is it on
Discord.
Telegram? Because I don't have my.
It is
or
on
it Discord?
Telegram.
Discord.
You want 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Oh, Telegram. It is Telegram. Sorry.
So,
You want the
Warzone,
city?
Quiet Place, Colonial, or City Squalor.
It's cool.
One is what I want apparently.
Okay, I'm gonna close the stop the poll and let's see what the results are.
Hold on. Danny did vote. Okay.
I voted. I did my duty.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so Jonathan,
Yep.
is the only one that does not want to go to Warzone.
Look, he's got dreams above his station, man. What are you, the bourgeoisie here?
No, I mean, my deity does say I shouldn't fight things head on, and this looks like fighting things head on. I mean, there's two different towns.
You're
Oh
funny.
wait, so many different towns there. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different towns.
Your deity wants you not to fight things head on.
I know, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't want me to be there.
Oh. Okay, sure. Yeah, all right. Yeah, playing into it for sure.
You're being difficult.
I'm not being difficult. I'm just
I'll
playing the character.
I'll tell you what. How about take a dark heart? And the way you can do that is you should be able to, when we get back to the game board, you'll be able to toggle
Look
that.
at you, buddy. You got
Little thing on
inspiration.
the board. Yep. So we have a power struggle. Here's how this works. You guys on Team Warzone have to describe how you convince Jonathan that it's time to, or not Jonathan, but Tristan, that it's time to go to Warzone instead of the Quiet Valley. It's basically a little scene, and there's one action in it. Both of you guys get to roll. Whoever gets the better roll wins the argument. So we might go to the Quiet Valley if Jonathan wins.
I mean, aren't more of us able to argue with him?
Yeah, no.
So who gets to argue with
You
them?
go maybe I want to go get corpses from the fucking war zone. I don't want Quiet Valley. I can't get enough bodies there.
This is the power struggle as it occurs. It's a scene. So, you guys are on the road trying to decide. There's a crossroads with a sign up. One says Quiet Valley, the other says Warzone. Jonathan is
I hear you.
I don't know.
What's to stop everyone from power struggling with Jonathan until he either wins or loses?
There is not much to stop that if that's how we want to play it.
I'd like to remind him that, I'd like to tell him that if we don't go to Quiet Valley, I'm going to threaten to release his magical browser history.
No!
Okay.
I'll see his Wizards Hub account.
Incognito mode isn't as incognito as you think, buddy.
Well, here's the thing.
You
I
use
don't
permanent
care.
ink.
I don't care anymore when I passed on and came back. That life is gone from me.
Then why do you keep looking up rigor mortis?
Okay, so both of you guys need to choose an action. Jay, I think I heard you say threaten, so that's an action, right?
Yeah, it is.
So Jonathan, what's your action to brush it off? You don't care about that browser history anymore.
I'm going to be scanning for perceptive how likely he is to I'll try a trick instead, because that sounds more like it. I'm going to slyly brush it off.
So how do you trick him into going to Quiet Valley?
I'm going to change the signs when he's not looking.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
So I just click the word trick.
Yep, you just click clicky tricky, and it should roll the dice for you.
It does not look like it's doing that. Oh, it was behind because I'd popped out. Do I need to... So it's no bonus, right?
No bonus, just
Okay.
roll the dice. Oh, that's a tie. So Quiet Valley hasn't won yet. Who's next?
Can I swap teams?
What number was Quiet Valley?
That was
Quiet
two.
Valley was number 2.
Two.
I'll show you guys now again.
Look,
Okay.
we can get corpses in the Quiet Valley, and no one will know.
I don't know, man. It looks like they have like a police force for every different town here.
That look the same for Warzone.
Yeah.
I don't know. Quiet Valley has its allure, has its charms.
Yes, but what is going to bring the adventurers into our lair? I mean, if we have our dungeon in, you know, our new lair in the sides of that ruined city, I feel scavengers and all sorts of people will come all the time.
This is our like vacation spot.
That's what worries me, because if we're the only threatening place around, we're gonna get a lot of foot traffic.
What is that voice?
But that would be perfectly fine. I mean, that's more souls to suck and jewels to capture.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing. Everybody goes to the war zone. There's people dying there 24/7. Here, at the quiet place, it starts out slow and then it slowly builds because then there's more people who come to suffer.
Well,
So,
I'm following my
Jonathan-
law. Anyone
Jonathan,
who
you're-
can guarantee me a steady supply of bodies.
Yes,
Plus
exactly.
bodies for my research.
So, Jonathan, you're going to be happy you didn't choose your 3 dice ability. However, you are up against a lot of people. So, since it was a tie, it means it's not resolved yet. So, Jonathan, you need to pick another ability. It cannot be trick.
Okay.
Right? And anybody else can roll against him. You just have to tell me what action you're using to convince Jonathan to come to Warzone.
I'm going to, you know, use my magical ability and basically flick some flames and try to, I guess, scare him. But I guess that would be threaten.
So Garrett, I'm sorry I haven't played this in a while, but don't you always get 1 die, and if you have another one, you get additional die? But you always get at least 1 die in something, right?
No.
So you can have 0 dice.
Yes.
Yep.
You have to roll
Means
2
you
and you
roll
take the lower.
2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you roll at disadvantage at that point.
Okay, but you still get to roll. You just suck.
Yeah, you roll. You're not good.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you suck dick.
So
Does
I'm,
anybody have like a threaten they could threaten him? I mean, my threaten's only 1 die, so.
Okay, I'm going to use my smash, which I have.
Oh, don't
3.
hurt him.
Oh,
That's so mean.
violence is an answer.
So-
Alright.
I'm
Wait a second.
going to use my finesse to dodge out of the way of the smash.
I'm going to
Okay.
convince him with my fucking club.
Suck a nut, a six,
Exactly.
bitch.
So I'm gonna use my very.
Wait a minute.
Did you already roll?
Yeah.
No,
Hold on.
you didn't get a.
Hold on.
Wait.
Hold on.
I have
first,
2.
yeah.
I have 2 dice. I rolled a 5 and a 6.
You have a 2?
I have a 2 in finesse. I don't know.
Those fucking dice colors. I don't like those. Anyway.
Okay, and I'm gonna try to smash it with my very large pair of pliers. So.
I dodge out of the way, bitch.
Dang it!
Hmm.
Why is his red though? I don't understand why his.
It's
Uh,
6.
It's because
So
it's the 6.
4
Yeah.
and 5s are blues, 6s are reds,
Oh,
7s are gray, and 1s are probably like
Yeah.
another sad color.
Yeah.
gotcha.
You
Okay.
can't deal with just.
You can easily identify how successful you were, like without actually adding.
Now I understand. Thank you.
Damn, now is she on his team?
Yes. Bumble, you
Bumble,
now want to go to Quiet Valley.
Bumble, think of all the elves that
He's
we can
one-
find in the woods for your Santa extravaganza.
He's won you over
Elves?
with his
Elves?
amazing finesse.
Yeah. Dodge it out of the way.
Elves? All right, let's go. Come on, guys, let's go.
Now, I'll give you guys a choice. We can end this here, or if you want to keep pushing for Warzone, because there are so many people that voted for Warzone, I don't want
Somebody push for Warzone.
to snatch it away.
I mean,
I just wish I picked City now.
But
So we could have played more of that game.
you can change your vote if you want.
I would like to. change
no,
my
it's
vote
too
to-
late. I can't change his vote. That's anarchy. Anarchy.
All right. First thing is he hasn't rolled in the
Sir, order!
power struggle yet, so he can do whatever he wants. And yeah, so we have Jonathan and Bumble wanting going for Quiet Valley. You want to present an argument for the city, Ben?
Yes. Look,
And who are you-
I'm
who are you gonna
I
try to
failed
convince?
threatening.
Are you gonna try to steal one of the Quiet Valley people, or one of the Warzone people?
I will take on either that want to bring me over to their camp.
I'll threaten you to
Who
come
wants
to.
to take me? I offer my thing.
I will threaten you right now that you're coming to fucking Quiet Place because it's where you belong.
You're scary. You're
Okay.
scary, friend.
Okay. Keep in mind, Jonathan, you cannot use trick or finesse anymore.
I understand that.
Yeah. Okay.
How are you going to counter my threat?
With banter. With banter.
Oh, okay, let's find out, friend.
I would like to affably. Listen, friend. Lord Schmortimer has big dreams.
I got my white poker here for you.
Big dreams that we can accomplish in the big city.
White hot poker's ready.
We
Okay.
could eat man things for lunch, dinner. Yes. Open small bakery. Serve it alongside lemon meringue pie.
We can't afford
Tasty
lemons.
sweet. Yes. Okay.
All right, let's see your banter.
Nope.
Yeah,
No,
you're coming
no.
over here, bitch. Hot poker.
All right. So we've got 3 for Quiet Valley.
Well, Schmortimer's dreams
Wow.
have never
Oh,
been
I guess we're
evil.
going to Quiet Valley. Thanks a lot, Dick.
It turns
He's
out this
very
is
persuasive.
quite influential. Yeah, but it's not over yet.
I honestly don't care. Just so you know.
I think the valley still, or the other battle still has more people, right?
It does.
It does still have more people, so the power struggle's not over.
I just find it funny.
So, what are our options here in the power stroke? Can I roll any ability at all?
Yes, as long as you haven't rolled it before in the power struggle.
I tried 2
So-
things and I failed, so
so
I
Red's
have
trying
really.
to
So
threaten
where
me.
do we stand, Garrett?
Right now, we've got 3 people on the Quiet Valley side and
4.
4 people
Yeah.
on the Warzone side.
Has anyone not been involved in a thing?
Danny
And,
has
uh,
not.
And here's how I'll
I have a question. Are we doing like paper votes, or are we just raising our hands?
you voted in Telegram.
No, like in the game where our characters like talking, or are they voting by papers and just?
I literally
We're
dodged
talking.
out of a fist.
Yeah, it's been a spirited conversation so far.
I put out a hot poker to
So-
convince Lord here.
But before we go too much farther, here's how I'm gonna rule this one. They don't always work this way, but I think it'll be more interesting. If you guys can steal Jonathan, then all of his faction will come.
Okay.
Well, so I just rolled the dice to see which one because I think I'm kind of chaotic. Like I don't really actually give a shit, and it's just kind of funny. So I did 1 and 2, 1 for Valley 2. So now I think I'm in for the battle side again. Although I was, but I wasn't really because I think I originally rolled 1, which was neither of those. So I'm going to throw in my 3 skulk dice for Jonathan's side.
Oh, so you're going on you. I mean, you can just go Quiet
Oh,
Valley.
not Jonathan's side. Who's the Death Valley?
No one's.
you mean
oh,
the
you
war
mean the
zone?
war zone?
Warzone right now is Jay, who has won one of these, or sorry, no, who tied one.
We
of these.
tied.
Yeah, and let's see,
Core
Jay,
lost.
Danny, and Ryan.
And can I try to steal one of like Tristan's beloved possessions to blackmail with him?
You can do whatever you want.
You
It
can
just
try.
It just needs to tie to an action, and he can roll an action to try to stop it.
I think that if any of the characters in this game that are into human sacrifice or
Trying to
construct,
sneak his way over there.
I know that some people want to construct things, but if you're into either sacrifice or constructing monstrous beings, I will throw my rolls for you if we can be vile friends.
We're always wild friends.
So
It's on my sheet. It's probably in for NPCs, but I feel like maybe it could be a it doesn't have to be a technical term. I'm just saying like birds of a feather got to sacrifice together. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
sure. However, we'll figure that out later. Danny, you were, what's your thing on this power struggle? You're trying.
I'm going to steal one of Tristan's items to try to blackmail him with it. He has to come with us, or he's gonna lose it forever.
I scan, looking in my pouch to see if anything that really mattered to me was stolen. And I lost.
No, that's a tie.
No, I wrote it. Oh, right.
Yeah, it's not on the number. It's on.
You're right,
the
you're right.
Success. Yeah.
So yeah, suck it, bitch. You didn't say anything that mattered.
Anybody that wants to be my vile buddy and do sacrifice together, I'll throw my sculpt dice in on your side.
Look,
I think
I'm
that's
just
written
saying.
already.
I'm just saying. I have to torture him first, but other than that, we'll sacrifice together.
I think at the end of that, so the other team ends
Do
up
I get the bodies?
Yeah, you get the bodies. I don't care.
Okay, so now we have 4 on the Quiet Valley side and 3 on
Oh, I thought it was 4 on the
So
other.
Jonathan's gonna give me the bodies from his sacrifice, and like
Yeah.
that's my.
Yeah, that's
Sec-
why I'm saying you moved over to the Quiet Valley side, right? That's
so
the
I get
boundary.
no bonus, and I just get to roll, right?
You don't have. I mean, if you're just making an alliance with him, it's not a conflict, so you can just go there.
Well, I thought we were like trying to conflict it out, and we had.
We are, but then
Yeah.
you're saying you want him to be your friend, and you want to go with him. So that's not really a conflict, is it?
Well, it's conflict with the other parties, the people that want to go to the battlefield, right?
So then you would want to be trying to convince one of them to come to Quiet Valley, not trying
So
to
I wanna
convince
do that.
Jonathan. Okay, so who are you trying to convince?
So
Who's the most
You're-
likely?
Your choices are Jay, Ryan, and Danny.
Who is into sacrifice?
I am in sacrificing. I mean, I'm a demon.
Are you and you want to go where?
I got sucked into going to the valley. I tried to
that's-
argue and he convinced me otherwise.
Okay, so no, Jay, Danny, and who? And none of them are into sacrificing, huh?
Not particularly.
I'm into chocolate coins.
You got oh shit and chocolate over there.
What do they do for their obsessions? Jay, what's your obsession?
The rule book, my friend, ensuring everything goes according to plan.
Just hear you tapping on your clipboard as you say that.
Well, friend, it's far easier to enforce the rules in a more peaceful and stable environment. I mean, a battlefield. Do you think a battlefield has no rules? There's no rules to a battlefield. It's pure chaos all the time. Every rules being broken from the lowest soldier to the highest general. Things blowing up, nothing going according to plan, logistics failing. It's madness, sir. It's madness. It would make that tick in your eye even worse. And I see that. Stop twitching at me like that. It's disconcerting.
We could turn the Green Village into the war zone, yes.
Now the village, however, has rules. There's probably a mayor. There's probably a council. There's probably books. There's probably people that enforce said laws. We enforce our laws underneath their laws. Everything works in order, like a well-oiled machine. And the bodies will flow to me.
Yes, that's all that matters.
I'm gonna come over there to your side simply because we're blocking this roadway and that's a hazard.
That's awesome. Did I already give you a dark heart, Jay? Because if I haven't, you get one.
Jay, join
I don't
me.
know what that is.
Or sorry, Lugs, join me with the Dark Hearts.
It's on your character sheet.
I'm the one that pulled him over. Why do I not have a dark heart? I need the bodies to flow. The bodies must come to me.
Where is it on the character?
It's
I see
under like threaten.
Got it. And what do those do?
They're like it's the mechanical equivalent of pushing
Change
yourself.
advantage.
Oh, okay.
So you need like 2 to truly push yourself.
Got it.
Yeah. Well, not truly. I mean, 2 would give you plus 2 dice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, even better to know.
And I rolled fucking 6 and a 4. So
Yep, you rolled hot.
Okay, so he's trying to convince you. Does he just convince you with his?
Yeah, I just walk on over.
Yeah. All right.
Well, guys,
So-
you can join us over here at the Quiet Place.
Again, if you're able to turn Tristan, you'll turn all the Quiet Valleyers.
It's only I can't remember what Danny's
It's
character's
me.
name is. No,
Bumble.
you're with Bumble's with us.
Yeah, Bumble got sucked over.
You got sucked over.
Danny, so if you convince what's the face, you come all the way back over to that side.
Yeah, and also I just want to point out that Tristan is has used a lot of actions by now, so he's probably not going to be super strong.
Can I try to verbally abuse him with banter to get him to come along?
Have you
You
used
can
banter
try.
before?
I use Skulk. I have not used banter.
Oh yeah, it was Ben that used banter. Okay, yeah, you can definitely do that.
I'm gonna smash his face with my fist. And I failed. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Yay.
the raw probability I was running dry here.
Yeah, your world star attempt fails. He just kind of dodges to the left and you like stumble around. You're like, I'm gonna get you.
and as you keep stumbling, you find yourself in Warzone.
Bum, bum, bum.
Wow, politics are confusing.
They really are, aren't they?
Hey.
Okay, so
At
we
least
need
my
to-
deity knows I tried.
By running headlong into conflict.
No. I tried to avoid coming here.
Your deity does know that. Yes.
will never achieve dreams of grandeur now.
But as long as someone's suffering, it'll even out.
I still get my bodies. I still get my bodies, Tristan.
Yes, you still get your bodies. I
And we
still get the
We
torture.
can sacrifice together on Thursday night like
Yeah,
we usually do.
exactly. Yes.
Thursday night sacrifice is still on.
Sounds
So-
great.
So the power struggles are generally not between like this many people, but that's how they work. And the thing about them is like you guys should feel free to basically fight with each other. You're monsters, right? If there's any disagreement, we use a power struggle to to resolve. So now to more disagreements. Where on the map do you guys want the dungeon? Everybody should be able to move that token there.
Okay, I'm going to vote right here. We're near ruins, and we're somewhat in between the two big ass towns. That's my vote.
I'm voting. I want to be by the water down here.
I'm voting up here on this mountain. Look how many handrails I could build up here.
Oh my god, this is gonna be nuts.
Or what
Everyone
about...
wants somewhere else.
Wait. If you want handrails and you want water, what about right here?
You know, that's actually a really good spot.
Guys, I cannot keep track of all of these.
Well, we're just chit-chatting right now.
Yeah, we're not voting yet. Actually, you know what? That's a good point. I think I'll move. That's my vote. Yeah, that's a great place.
Yeah, that's got water, it's got mountains, and areas for handrails / zip lines.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Where will the adventurers come from?
I mean, they could...
Both of the cities.
Yeah, both of the major cities.
It's like a pleasant Mount Doom.
Danny, where do you think the dungeon should be?
Hey,
You can move that icon, the
I'd be
dungeon to
here.
go around. Oh, in the big cavern.
Yep, in the big cavern.
I think it should be in
what about
the
the
destroyed
castle, though?
destroyed.
There's a castle right here. Why not enter this castle by the cavern? That way we can have our minute. They'd have to cross the bridges, go through the abandoned city, and finally reach the fucking abandoned castle right here. I think this castle is bomb titty.
I say it should just be in the middle of the ruins.
Those
Okay.
ruins.
You're
Castle,
saying
don't
right
you guys
there.
want a castle? Garrett, to the right. To the
Yeah,
right of that a little
I
bit.
see it. You should be able to move that token wherever you
Put
want.
it in the castle. Then we can up these ruins too, right? These ruins are our outer, like our minions, like we could thin the herd, right? It's an adventure. They got to go through the fucking ruins,
yeah, but
which is dangerous, and finally get to the castle. Like, right? The heroes should be like, "We made it to the fucking castle." Like,
I just want to point out there's a road right here. It looks like a major thoroughfare, and then there's a huge ass town to the south.
yeah, we're gonna make that road a fucking bloodbath. There'll be bodies for everybody. There'll be Sacrifice Thursday. Will be heavy. I mean, there's a town in any direction you go. If you go across the river, there's there's the temple and shit over there. Come on.
Okay, so
Man's gotta make his dungeon somewhere.
so castle is an option.
Yeah.
I want to hear from everybody though. Ryan, you got any opinions?
Yeah, I mean, I would say just in the city, the ruined city, but then, I mean, he does make a compelling argument for the castle because it's like a known thing. People would probably want to come in there and look around.
I didn't think of these as ruins. I mean, I guess they are kind of ruins. I thought of this as like a battlefield.
They looked like, yeah, but a destroyed city, right? Like, a battlefield
Yeah,
where
yeah.
the city and it's ruined, so it's probably full of fucking skeletons.
That's why I said technically yes, ruins, but ruined because of battle. Yeah.
You know what? I could be down with that too, because if that's like a ruined fucking battlefield, imagine all the tape I can put out there. I like
Imagine,
tape off every hazard.
imagine all the
Imagine
bodies
this
I could
fucking
find.
castle. Dude, this castle is so full of oh shit violations. I mean, you could fall down a pit at any time and place in this castle. It's run down, it's dangerous, the walls are collapsing. You shouldn't go to the north tower, you shouldn't go to the south tower, you shouldn't go to the west tower.
Okay.
They're all
Stop.
disaster.
Stop! I can only get
You
so
get
erect.
so erect. I know.
Yes.
So we've got one strong proponent of the castle. One person wants ruins. Are these our two choices?
Where were you saying to go there? Silvervine?
I want to go into the chasm.
The chasm, okay. And where were you wanting to go, Bumbles?
I want to go by the water. Because, I think there's goblins down there, and they make, elves, and they making little sailboats. I saw them. I swear, I did. They were making sailboats. For toys, for the children.
I thought you wanted to give coal to the children.
Oh, I would like to give them everything for
You're like
Christmas.
the Diet Coke. You're quasi-evil. You're the Diet Coke of evil.
So
Okay,
what?
so we've got some choices. Do we need to do another power struggle?
We just might.
Or we could
Nice,
just
okay.
settle in the castle and fucking start building a dungeon.
That's how these power struggles work. I'm
Well,
gonna
I
make
mean,
the
if
first
somebody-
option is the castle.
Are we doing a vote on?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna make yours down there. That's gonna be the water.
Alright, time to
So
vote.
I've got the castle, the ruins, the
Bodies
water.
don't do well in the water. They bloat, they get swollen, they gas off. They're poor material for my craft.
Danny, you want to be in the chasm?
Yep.
Yes.
And
I say the castle.
And Jay, where's your
I'm gonna go with the castle.
okay, you're a castler. Is there any? I have castle, ruins, water, and chasm. Is there any others before I start the poll?
No, I think that's it.
No,
That
no.
means no. Here we go.
I mean, if somebody can convince Bumble of, why, there's a better toy making and elves gathering opportunities would be somewhere else.
Well, for one, your toys are going to get waterlogged, so they're all going to be wet. So if
I
you're
need-
But
building
you can make
boats-
sailboats. You can make little
Exactly.
baby sailboats.
Save
No,
your
if you
art.
build boats, it's great. If you build trains do not go so well underwater.
Look,
So
save your.
boat,
Hold,
good,
Okay.
hey,
bad,
see,
bad, truck's
see-
bad.
Okay.
save your arguments for the rolls. I need
Okay,
6
sorry.
votes on this poll. I only have
Sorry.
4. I got 5. I need one more vote.
Oh, sorry.
I'm on Telegram, so I'm voting castle.
Yeah.
So we just-
know.
I
We
have it,
just
but my
did
vote-
Lord Slopper.
I got one more vote. One more vote. Come on.
Oh man, there's so many. I'll give you a second. It's hard. Okay.
We have 2 for chasm.
Okay, we got all the votes on closing poll.
Like you said, Garrett, I can't vote on Telegram because my phone's in the other room charging, but I would vote Castle.
Yeah, I got you
Okay.
noted down for that.
The way this is going, we're never going to have a speaker.
Is it funny that I want to change my vote
Exactly.
to ruin as I see no one voted for it?
We're gonna get to the castle the 13th time, I promise.
I'm gonna stab you, man.
Oh, Ben,
Hey,
you're right.
you
Let me
said he
change
can
my
do whatever he
ruins for
wants.
you.
I changed to ruin.
Let me change my vote to ruins. I mean, I gotta sway everybody back
Okay.
to ruins.
Hey, I'll be back in a few minutes.
All right. This one man can carry the whole thing.
I mean, why would any decent bad guy though want to live in the ruins when you can have a castle nearby? That everyone's gonna be like, why aren't you living in the castle next door? And you're like, I don't know, the ruins were more ruiny. Like, I mean, there's probably a dungeon in that castle. This probably has sacrificial chambers already. It's probably got a toy factory. I bet there's a toy factory in the bottom of that castle.
But what if? What if?
Toy factory?
What if it's haunted? Or a
Toy
dragon
factory,
lives
not
there?
a boy factory.
If it's haunted, even better.
What if the people left snacks?
Ooh, what if they have snacks?
Even better. We got caviar and a haunted castle.
Okay,
You
so,
convinced me with the toy factory.
okay, so are you, Bumble, you're going from water to castle?
Yep, they convinced me.
Okay.
I moved on over.
Okay, so we still have two disagreements here. We've got a pretty sizable castle contingent led by the necromancer. What's his face? Corbalon. And let's see. Danny, you want the chasm. How do you
I do.
How do you convince one of the castle crew to come to your side?
All right.
Also, hold on. Josh is the leader of the castle crew. If
Josh is the leader of the castle crew.
Yeah, if Josh can be convinced, all of the castle crew will come with him.
All right. All right.
I think that it validates other people's votes, though, following the leader. But I mean, I get it, but...
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Otherwise, this would take
Yep.
forever, Jar.
The civilians here, they probably use the chasm as like a body pit. So every time they're executing somebody or there's like a bunch of dead people with a bunch of plague and shit, they just throw them down there. So you have infinite corpses, and also you can start experiencing the plague. Who doesn't love a good plague?
That's what minions are for. Minions can go gather all the bodies for the battlefield and the chasm.
As you guys argue,
Castle will build the undead army and take over the city to the south.
so Josh, you need to pick an action that matches up with your argument, and Danny, you need to do the same thing.
I don't know. Are there any first level spells can I invoke and just like use like a snake charmer's tongue or a slick? Like, do I have a spell that like charm
you
person
can-
or friends?
If you can narrate how it looks on screen, yes.
Well, then I have one of those. Like, you know, I have got my Holocaust cloak. I'm just subtly twiddling my fingers behind in my robe, like my hand. I mean, I'm always twiddling my fingers, right? Because I'm planning about how to raise the undead army. So the twiddling of my fingers, whether I'm scheming or casting a spell, is hard to differentiate since I'm constantly twiddling in my Holocaust cloak. But I twitch my fingers in the proper, you know, A B C F F G A slap, you know, to cast a little charm spell and be like, but my friend, of course the castle will be more homey, it'll be roomy, there'll be rooms, there'll be laboratories. Don't we all want laboratories? We won't need to invest so much in construction this way. And surely our oh shit inspector will be proud that we have existing standing structures. Imagine the permits required to excavate the battlefield would be insane.
All right. So go ahead and roll. And Danny, how are you? Like, what's yours?
Damn, his speech made me want to go join him.
Yeah, I know.
If you just want to go, you just can't. You don't have to.
Yeah, you know what? The speech
Lord
convinced
Smart.
me. Like,
Okay,
fuck,
cool.
I can't argue against that.
Laboratory, lavish with devious devices of torture and science learning. Yes.
All right. So Danny, you are in the castle group now.
Yep.
All right. So Ben, you switched your vote to ruins. I'm sorry, I'm using your real names. Lord Splortimer. I'll learn them eventually. How are you, if you can convince Josh, you bring the entire castle crew with you to the ruins.
Yeah. Will you provide Lord Splortimer with luxurious laboratory?
Tell him we'll give him a shiny
What
coin.
provision can you provide?
In fact, my friend, you can have the laboratory in the top of the East Tower. I'm told it can even harness the power of lightning.
No, just give him a shiny coin. That's all you need to give him.
Lightning, you say?
I mean, look at him. He just needs a shiny coin.
Yes, Lord Splortimer will accept your bargain. I will join the castle group.
Right on. So you go without argument, and everybody is consolidated to castle. Josh, you are now the leader of the castle.
Uh-oh.
Or, well, you will be when you...
You like undead armies.
Yeah, you will be when you get there.
I mean, I'm already undead.
So you're not quite there yet.
Wait, isn't Josh only playing half the time?
Yes.
Hey, you
Yeah, I'm
don't
back.
That'll make it better though, because I'll be an absentee landlord, which means it'll be even funnier. Because you're like,
Yeah.
where is he? Like we've been sitting
Old
in
vacay Roy.
looking for bodies somewhere again. Like
Old vacay Roy. So,
Why more bodies?
I mean, it'll be just like a real landlord.
Yeah.
Not there sometimes.
Thank you for moving that icon. So yeah, we have chosen the castle as.
Oh, we did pick the castle. I like it.
Yep.
Cool. I'm just making my bed. I had to do our laundry.
No worries. So yeah, we are picking the castle. So you guys target the castle. The road is dangerous, right? Out here in the overworld, right? Like it's like you guys are monsters. It's fucking dangerous out here for you. You have to basically
Right.
only,
It's so bright.
yeah, you basically have to only move at night, and you have to be super careful not to run into a patrol or a caravan, because like while you are all powerful monsters in your own right, shit out here is fucking scary, man.
Holy shit! Is that a dragon?
Off in the distance, you see the castle. It's looming, but it's also very late at night. So you can see your destination, but you guys have decided to camp here for the daytime, right? And carry on afterwards. It is rainy and nasty and cold. Who's the crafter? Isn't that you, Lord Splortimer?
Yeah.
So you're like just barely able to get a fire going, and it's.
What are you
cold.
talking about? I got fire magic.
Oh, that's true. Oh, you're a fireman. Okay, so Lord Splortimer, you're struggling to get a fire going when what's his name?
Core.
Yeah, Core walks over.
Core can help.
Gives you the horns and blasts the little fire. Campfire with some.
You guys ever remember the X-Files episode with the guy, the pyromancer guy? He like lit everything on fire by snapping his fingers. So I just snapped my fingers.
Okay,
Nice.
so we're gonna do a little pyromancy. So you need to roll invoke to cast your.
Can you do that? I'm not
fire.
next to my computer. Can you cast it for me? Just
I
roll the.
can do it for you. Yeah.
Hey, sorry, I'm just helping make the bed with Stacey real quick.
No worries. You got 3 dice in invoke,
Thanks, man.
Good
I'll be done
luck.
like in a minute.
and
I
I
just
rolled
wanna-
you a mixed.
A 4.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So partial success. So yeah, it lights the fire, but Like you have to keep casting it like over and over and over.
Yeah, my fingers don't snap because they're wet. Like it's just
Yeah.
like I'm like, God damn it.
Oh, can I
This-
assist by throwing in a piece of coal? Because you know
Sure.
I have
Sure, you
unlimited coal.
You reach into your bag and pull out a paper mache
Garrett.
ball.
No, no. Well, that'll catch on fire. I mean, that's
It
flammable.
would catch on fire, but it's raining, so now.
What's
it's
your
very wet.
character's name?
Bumble.
I look at Bumble. I'm like, Bumble. I swear to God, this never happens. I don't know what's going on. I never have this problem. Every time, first time, I can flick my finger and I'm ready to go.
You do it again, and just like a little spurt of flame comes out of your finger.
God damn! Not now in front of my friends.
It's okay. Many men of your age have this problem, I'm told. Yes, yes.
I mean, I remember.
Ah!
It's okay. They
Whoops.
I
Honestly.
remember when I was a
I've
young
heard
man
many demons experience this issue.
and was still
at
alive
this
that it
point-
happened.
It's at this point where, for fuck's sake, I'm gonna learn you guys' names eventually.
Lord
It's at this.
Slumber.
It's at this
Hey,
point
one.
where Wugs, you hear off in the distance, the unmistakable sound of laughter. It's like glass in your ears.
Someone's enjoying themselves.
I hope they're not
Nothing
laughing at me.
infuriates me worse. As much as I'd love to sit here and watch you fumble with your, problem there. And don't worry about it too much, because overthinking is often the cause. And have you had too much to drink this day? I don't know.
Yeah,
Anyway, someone's
every time.
laughing and giggling over there.
Every time.
Lead the way, Wugs.
People can't have fun here.
You want to go over there? We should hide.
No, I'm saying you lead the way. I'm going to be over here, hiding.
Oh, well, I'm also going to hide.
Aren't you the shit inspector? Shouldn't
Yeah. You need to go
inspecting?
inspect them.
Apparently, you don't understand how this works. This is not a permitted location. So, no, I don't. I am not in charge of it. I do not have to make sure anything's checked off. When we get to where we're going, I'll fill out the necessary paperwork. But for now, I'm going to do as any good bureaucrat does. And I'm going to put out my on-break sign that I have in my pocket, and I'm just going to hide somewhere.
Can I try to forge like a permit card that's just like written in crayon?
You can. As you start to forge the card, everybody can hear these voices. It's definitely something in the light tongue. Like I said, it's like glass in your ears. It's their language is vulgar almost.
Those rat bastards.
The more educated of you catch a couple of words. You hear them talking about gold and killing.
Oh.
And yeah, I mean, you don't get much more than that, but you catch those two words.
Those evil people over there, or whatever they may be, we're talking about gold, Lord Schlortimer.
Gold is
Gold?
great. Good for buying things, also for hoarding and sleeping on.
Maybe we need to sneak up and watch them and follow them to the gold. I mean,
Yes, borrow a mere morsel of their gold. We need only to hold it
no, we keep it permanently.
forever.
Yes, we're not getting rid of the gold.
No, of course, that would be irresponsible.
It would be irredeemable to the gold itself.
Okay, so who's hiding here?
Yeah.
And who's going out to investigate the voices?
I will sneak out.
I mean, my obsession and my deity are fighting for my attention.
Well, I feel like me as a shadow, I'm gonna go investigate because I am sly and sneaky and skulky, and I have my cloak against detection, and that's what I do. I'm one of those people that like is always like standing behind you, but you never notice until I say something. And you're like, oh Jesus, there he is! Like, yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Corval's going. Bumble, you going?
I'm trying to decide because Bumble's kind of big and not you know.
If you need to
not
decide,
really-
think about your dark impulse. What would that make you do?
Yeah, I have to go.
Oh, well then, I think that there's some elves out there, so I want to go get them. So
I heard
to build
gold.
toys. So
Okay.
let's go.
So yeah, Bumble is on go team.
Yeah, let's go team.
Tristan is
Alright,
also
so I
on
kinda-
go
I wanna
team.
Sneak. I want to sneak my way over there.
Silver wants to be sneaky.
It sounds like a group skulk action. Who will lead it?
Not
so
I.
We'll get there. Who else is going?
I
Is
have-
everybody going?
I have to go
I-
because
I'm
I'm
gonna
obsessed
go.
with gold. Yeah.
Okay, so
I mean, you're the OSHA supervisor, so
Oh,
you have
shit,
to be
yep.
there.
Yeah, you need
so-
to lead the charge.
No, that's not happening.
So Silvervine takes the lead here. Telling you guys to be shh, quiet. And trying to keep your bickering.
That's boring quiet. You don't even know I'm there.
Trying to keep your bickering and boasting to a minimum. You guys get
I thought
closer.
Corbalon was coming with us.
Everyone's coming along. As you approach, you see the entrance to your future dungeon. What does that look like?
Well, first of all, it better have a cool ass portcullis in front of it.
Like a rusty gate, like with a tree.
Exactly. A big pork. It needs to have a portcullis, like a iron gate, like something that somebody cranks up and down, that makes it sound like ching 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 ching. It's got to be serious.
Yeah.
Strong and diamond pattern.
Well, we could customize that.
Should have a skull in it.
So you see a giant iron portcullis. The portcullis is lifted up about 4 feet, right? Not enough, for a human to walk under, but for you goblins and kobolds, you can walk under it pretty easily.
What about the other half
about
of the
Doc.
party?
Depending on your size, like I said, it's about 4 feet, so you might have to squeeze through. I don't know.
Tuck in
about
that gut.
I guess I'll walk.
I don't know if I'm getting through there.
I guess I'm gonna
Tuck in your
bend
gut.
over-
You can do it.
I'm gonna bend over and hope for the best.
I'm not, I don't need to use this, but Prowler with the incredible feats of agility, I feel like with my cloak, I just kind of spin and 360 and duck and limbo right under it. You just see my cloak spin out, I just kind of crush down into a tiny woo, and there's a little flower of my cloak, and then I just raise up on the other side, prowling.
Don't need to be all twirling and
That's me.
whirling.
Yeah, I'm proud. Get all twirly and whirly on me now.
I know.
Alright, I'm sitting down again.
I will have to crawl on my hands and knees and.
Guys, I'm gonna have to go here in probably about 5 minutes.
Yep.
No worries, man. We're not done. It's only 9:30, but we will. Yeah. There'll be a good stopping point for you here in just a sec.
The only reason they're not playing now is because my niece Sage is still having dinner, so I would have been playing half an hour ago.
Well, I'm glad you're having fun. So we find ourselves in the dungeon. Normally, you guys don't go into the dungeon, right? You guys kind of hang out in your sanctum. The dungeon is for your minions, right? But for now, I'm just gonna represent the entire group with the dungeon token there. Everybody should be able to move it, so move it responsibly and stuff. But yeah,
I tested it.
excellent. As you make your way under this iron portcullis, little about 4 feet above the ground, the voices become louder. It's definitely the light tongue, and the voices are two of them are deep and gruff, and one is a bit higher. They all sound like humans to you, which I think for you, Lord Splornmer, that makes you throw up a little in your mouth. Humans smell terrible.
Hey, we do not. I mean, maybe we do. I don't know. It's been a while.
That's true. You've lost your sense of smell. Like smell.
Yeah, yeah, it kind of fell off there, but you get used to it.
There is the flicker of a campfire deeper within the entrance to the cave here, which is kind of at the base of the castle.
Well, that just pisses me off. Lighting a fire inside, I bet they didn't even think about proper ventilation.
So obviously some shit's about to go down. How do you guys want to do it? Like, what's the like? Are we rushing in head first?
I'm not.
Like, what's our plan here?
Crevice's word is to sneak in and get
look at your dark impulse, right? If you don't have ideas, your character always would, you just always kind of fall back on your dark impulse, right?
I want to walk in there and give him a piece of my mind.
Lord Crevice says that I need to go and look cautiously and pick off the weakest one.
Well, I feel like that there's some elves in there that I need to recruit to, make all the Christmas toys. So.
Definitely stealthy.
Okay. So I've got a lot of let's just run in theirs and a stealthy.
No, I'm saying Lord Crevice, my deity, would say sneak is the better part of valor.
Okay. So you're also for stealthy. So
Yep.
Got 2 camps here.
I gotta go. It's 21:30. I am sneaky and stealthy, but you can just also ignore me when I'm gone. And have a great game, guys. And it was fun. Settling in the dungeon. Sorry, I don't have more time. It's divided. So, but enjoy the rest of your game, folks.
Yeah,
Good night.
Corvalon the boss is
Thanks.
just like you guys take care of this. Bye.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, I've got to go to town and file some paper to pay some taxes on this castle or something. Like,
Exactly.
Well, the deed hasn't been properly transferred, but my house will make sure that this is all according to plan. It'll be my grandfather's father's degree. Anyways, I shall see you again soon, and good luck.
As the boss conveniently disappears before you meet the enemy in battle, we go back to choosing how we want to do this. So we got sneaky faction.
Yep.
Smashy faction. Who's on either side?
I'm on sneaky faction.
Smashy.
Okay. I'm going to start simplifying these just for the sake of time, so we're only going to do one. I need the leader of the sneaky and the leader of the smashy.
I'm leader of the Smashy.
Okay, and sneaky is Silvervine?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Okay.
Look, hear me out. I'm not saying that we can't eventually smash them, but I'm just saying maybe we should go take a look. Make sure that this is a fight we can actually win. Maybe steal a couple things.
Who says we
And
have a...
if it's a doable fight, then we can go smash.
Okay, what action are you picking, Silvervine?
I mean, should we just roll what our things are? So
No.
I would roll
No. It needs to match the fiction. Whatever you think matches the fiction. You can even earn Dark Hearts by using actions that you suck at because they match the fiction.
Let's do trick, I guess.
Okay, let's see your trick. And yeah, that's a failure. And smash and grab faction. How do you?
I know that when I look over there, for some reason it looks really shiny, and I swear that those are like actual like ornaments off in the distance. Like I don't know why. I mean, it looks like that to me. So, I am going to threaten him with my big, large pair of pliers and say, if we don't go now, I'm going to bash you, and so then I'll threaten him. And
Excellent. And
5-5.
And Bash faction wins. So, so how do you react to that losing, Danny? Like, unfortunately, you can't resist this, right? But
Yeah. No.
but you do get to call how the scene ends by how you react.
Oh,
I'm not
shucks.
scared of you. I've had all my teeth pulled out before. They all grew back.
Not what I was expecting.
But then
Yeah.
But then you follow
I've experienced
trouble
much
anyway.
worse than you can dish out with those pliers.
But I'll do what you say.
But I'll do what you say.
Just don't hurt me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You scare me though.
Like, fuck you guys,
You-
I'm not coming. Starts walking.
He's like, I want to keep this one good tooth in the front.
All right. So the plan is to smash it in. So let's see engagement.
Okay.
I like this system's engagement too because it just says I get to do it. I think you guys have kind of snuck your way in here and got pretty close. They haven't noticed you yet, so let's go with 2 engagement die. Here, I guess I'll roll those.
We got 4.
Yeah, 4. So that means we are in a, well, not desperate, but risky situation.
Mm-hmm.
So Bumble, as the leader of Smash and Grab faction, you run in first.
Oh yeah. I see shiny.
Yeah. So right in front of your, as you get closer, you see these people, right?
Yes.
There are 3 out of game. There are 3 humans here. They look like barbarians.
Man thing.
Yeah, I don't know what your monster eyes perceive, but but they are 3 barbarian humans. They have a huge chest sitting in the center here, next to their campfire, and it looks like they're counting gold. The chest is covered in blood, and the barbarians themselves, like their skin clothes, are also stained with blood. One of them, his hand, like from the tip of his finger all the way up to his elbow, is just like soaked in it.
Oh. He would make a great sacrifice to
And
Lord
it looks like they're counting the loot here.
Is the chest open or closed?
Oh, it's open.
Oh,
it's
damn
open.
it.
Okay.
Okay. We gotta go
So,
get that shiny.
Okay, so
keep it in
I
your
think
pants, Tristan.
The shiny,
I
I must get it.
Bumble's just gonna think that they definitely have like lots of grape jelly all over them, or different raspberry jelly, from making Christmas cookies. Which, Bumble definitely appreciates that. Good Christmas cookie making, it always gets messy. But I'm sure that there's more ornaments and toys underneath all of these other goldish looking things. So I'm gonna head on over there, and I'm just gonna go take the I'm gonna go try to take the actual test from them.
As you get closer, one of them stands up in alarm. He can hear you're pretty big, right?
Oh yeah, big, very big.
Yeah. One looks up and you hear a yell. It sounds like he's saying like help or Yeti or some combination of the two. He's so panicked though that it actually, you know what? You don't understand his fucking language.
Right.
But in any case, in the real world, he's saying Yeti, and he quickly draws a dagger from his belt, and the other two are a little slower to react. You're gonna be able to like get up within melee range of that guy.
At the last second, I think that raspberry jelly is gonna taste really good. So I think I'm just gonna try to, like, bite his head off, like, to lick, because I want to eat the raspberry jelly. It looks good. So
Hey, going for the decapitate strike. All right. What action is that?
I feel that's fits with my powerfully smash because it's like with my jaws of teeth razor sharp. All of that is how
you're bashing.
Smashing.
Sure. Oh, smashing. Sure,
Okay.
makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
So, let's see. So the level is risky, right? The effect, you're a big yeti and you're biting a dude's head off. I think the effect's probably going to be great, right?
All right.
So yeah, give me a roll.
All right.
Oh God.
I love raspberry jelly.
Just narrate for me how that happened.
I just walk right up and I'm like, ow, and I take this big old chunk and I am licking my lips because in my brain, all of this blood tastes just like raspberry jelly, and I am just loving it so much and laughing, which probably to them sounds like roaring, but to me, I'm just having a grand old time.
Beautiful. So let's go to Sportimer. Sportimer, you're right behind Bumble. You see one of the other nasty humans here. He's pulled out a bow and appears to be aiming it at you. What are you doing? Lord Sportimer.
I get to do something about this. What's happening? There's like two guys left now.
One, it looks like Bumble is snacking on one of them and enjoying it maybe just a little too much. There's another one behind him who's pulled a bow and is aiming it at you. The third one, he looks like he has some sword and he's doing something that you'll find out later.
Flashback, can I have made a net or net launcher?
2 stress, yes.
Sweet. Fantastic. Yes, I want it. I will take it and name it Jeffrey with a G.
And just to make sure we're following the mechanics, you should mark one of your supply.
Oh, okay, cool.
For the net, yeah.
Sweet. I will shoot him with my net gun. I would like to capture him. Yes, take him back for experiment. Fun.
Okay, so what action are you using for that?
Let's say probably finesse.
The roll here is going to be risky, and it's a goblin net. I'm going to say the effect is standard.
Fair enough. Okay. But can I fully believe in my creations and go hard on this?
You certainly can. I think that's one of your special abilities, isn't it?
Yeah. So can I minus the position and increase the effect, and then I'll also take 1+1 dice on that.
That's gonna make that position deadly.
Oh shit! I might die. Okay.
Sorry, not deadly. Devastating. Deadly is one more above devastating. Which means you could really hurt yourself, like become bloodied if you fail here.
Oh man, that sucks.
I mean, that's if you want to switch, that position, right? Basically, when you switch that position, you're making it. It's just like a much riskier move, right?
What's the chance that I'll fail? Oh wait, could I use Tinker? That makes sense too.
To shoot your net?
How does this
Yeah.
work?
Yeah,
How
why
does
not?
this work? Can you go above 3 dice if with an ability? Then we're gonna do finesse. We're just gonna go with finesse. 3 dice? Yeah, I don't know, man. Seems like legit.
Oh, sorry. No, you can't. You can go above 3, but it has to come from a bonus, right?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, sure. Let's do it. I don't care. Let's get fucked up. Let's make a new character next session. Let's go.
Okay. Fucking like a stolen car, sir. Take a dark heart.
Sweet. What do those do again?
It's like mechanically, it's like pushing yourself, right?
Okay,
it
but I'm
gives-
already
it gives
doing
you an extra die. Yeah. You could spend it right now if you want.
I just critted.
Holy.
Oh my god!
And on the ability, I clear 1 stress when I push myself and do that.
Correct. Yes.
So I'm back down to 1 stress.
And with the crit, okay, so I could give you another dark heart. How many do you have?
1?
Just 1. So I could give you another dark heart. You could have a bonus, like, to the narrative.
I would like to capture this man. He will be named Jeffrey, and he will live in my tower.
Or you could capture. Yeah. Okay. Your net.
We are
is-
going to be best friends, Jeffrey.
Your net is ingenious. As it wraps around, it's self-tightening, and the more he tries to
that's
escape,
fun as well.
the more he becomes entangled. And eventually, he's just like in a little cocoon of the net, and can just barely move. Only his head sticking out.
That's intriguing.
Your device worked exceptionally well because of your crit.
I caught a man thing, guys.
Oh, very nice.
The third barbarian pulls out a large double-bladed axe.
Oh God.
Yeah, and
He's all
you
yours,
say,
Core.
yeah, you say, "Oh God, Tristan," because he is running right at you.
Yeah, me.
Oh, sorry, not Tristan. Core.
Core.
Yeah,
Yes.
my apologies. Core. There's a barbarian with a large double-bladed axe.
We're gonna light him on fire.
Dude, he's raging. He's running. What are you doing?
I want to light him on fire.
How do you do that?
I'm gonna use my invoker ability, and
You're gonna cast a spell.
yeah.
Okay.
Is there like a spell book or something I can look at, or do I just like make the spell up in my head? Like, do we just make up spells?
So basically, yes, we make up spells.
Okay.
But we kind of have to pre-make up spells. There are some. Here's a list of spells that you can cast right now.
Sure.
You can make more later.
Okay, that's fine. I'm trying to just follow the rules. That's all.
Yeah, I got you. And one sec.
If there's like a heat metal spell or something, I guess maybe like.
Yeah, like I was saying, I got you. Any spell you can imagine we can make, but we just kind of have to prepare them before.
Yeah, that's fine. That makes
yeah.
perfect sense.
Yeah. So here, I will send this to you in the general Discord.
I'm in it now.
So these are the 6 spells that you know. One thing to keep in mind: if you cast a tier 2 spell, you get a -1d. If you cast a tier 3 spell, you get a -2d. But let's go with that.
Can
for now.
people assist with
I
this?
might revise that. Yes, you can. Like this is his act. Just his action, like anything else, right?
So fireball would just be like a regular fireball, right?
That would be
It's
an
this enormous fireball.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
I mean, fireball would be like a fucking serious fireball.
So-
tier 3 spells are like serious.
so
they're
scorch,
big,
would that be
powerful
like
spirits.
basically I try to light him on fire, correct?
Oh yeah.
Okay, then we'll do that. Scorch, level 1.
Okay, cool. So you can just roll your full dice in invoke.
Okay. No bonus, right?
No bonus. Yeah.
Nice, a 6.
Holy smokes, you guys are on fire. And by you guys are on fire, I mean that barbarian is on fire.
Cooked meat.
No, I need him alive.
Well, you can have him. We can eat his arm after it burns.
No. He must hear the word of Crevice.
Well, he doesn't need his arm to heal.
You're
to
true.
have the.
You're true. That is true.
I feel like I was aiming at his arm so like he has to drop his weapons.
You kill him with the fire.
Lord Crevice, no!
There is one left who is in the net. The other two are dead. And you guys found your dungeon.
I'm gonna go rip his arm off.
The one in the net?
Or the
The
decapitated
burned
one.
one, I think.
The burned one. I like charred. I'm a demon. I mean, I'm gonna eat humans. Like, get over it.
I'm not worried about that.
I
What?
had tokens for these guys and all.
Oh.
But they were on the wrong layer. I can see them, but you can't. And
It's okay.
sorry, guys.
Oh, hey Garrett. I bought that book for $15.
Cool, man. Cool.
So,
cool.
but it
Nice.
came with a bunch of tokens. I'll give it to you. I'll
Nope,
send
nope,
it to you.
nope. You take that back, Wugs. I'm going to walk up to the one in the net.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, send me some shit. I'll add it to the game.
Yeah, I mean $15. I was
Where-
like, that's like worth it.
Section survey?
Did you take
he can
away
fill
the
it
little
out.
guys? I was looking at 'em.
Wugs, he can fill it out after I've had my
Oh,
talk with him.
Oh yeah, sorry. I did just delete them here. Let me
It
bring
might
back the one.
skew the results of that survey.
That's the one that's left.
Okay. Is it okay?
No.
That's the one who's been captured, right?
Yes.
Yes, we need him, so you hold off on whatever you were trying to do.
I mean, I just see raspberry jelly.
Yeah, you enjoy that raspberry jelly on you right now. Me and him need some talking to do about, one, filling out Wugs' survey, and two, having a little chat about hearing about Lord Service. Or, sorry, Lord Crevice and his...
slave!
So
Lord Crevice and his needs.
I just sent them to you in Telegram to you direct, Garrett.
Okay.
Well, it's gonna take. They're 100 megs, so it's gonna
Oh,
take.
gotcha.
Oh my
Cool,
God.
cool. Yeah, thanks, man. So we are gonna create the dungeon. This is your new dungeon. The way we create the dungeon is we all work together to draw it, right? There's a set of rules and like a process that we go through. But we all kind of collaborate to make the dungeon. The way the dungeon works, right? What it's for is it's your defense against adventurers. As you do things out in the world, adventurers are attracted to you, right? The more powerful you get, the more powerful the adventurers become. And if you do something like really crazy in the overworld, there's almost certainly going to be some kind of reprisal here in your dungeon, right? So the first thing we need to choose is the theme. So
Well, Castle,
Shitty steampunk was the theme. Confused.
Dungeon
No,
creation.
I'm gonna link this, but it's not safe for work. So
what?
just click on it if you want to. There's a penis in it. It's a Reddit thing. I just
So-
couldn't. I could. You gotta listen to it with sound though. Fucking Asians.
The fuck?
Just give it a minute. It's fucking crazy. People are fucked up.
Peas, what are you doing? What are you
I'm just scrolling through Reddit while I'm
you're
listening.
fucking, you're killing my game, man. Come on.
I'm sorry. I could. It's just too fucked up.
What the hell, man?
Yeah, you checked it out, didn't you?
So, is there
I
a
would give
list
it
of the
to-
different themes that we can
Yes.
choose from, or is it?
Yeah. So here's some ideas for a theme, right? It might be an enclave. It might be like a forge, a hideout, a stronghold, a temple. Here. Oh yeah, there's a lot of lists of themes. One moment. I should have shared. this
Santa's
with you.
workshop?
Here it is. It's the dungeon.
Oh, cool.
So the themes are enclave, forge, hideout, stronghold, temple. sorry, I was being a little blockheaded. These are the different, basically the classes for your dungeon.
Where did you share them at?
He pushed it in the game.
Oh, okay.
I feel like everybody kind of wants their own little crafting area or laboratory. So would a forge not work?
That would be good. Let's take a look at it.
I love that idea. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good idea too. Definitely.
So Forge starts with the special ability in your Forge. Your Sanctum is a source of power, fueling your dungeon, such as a volcano, steamworks, or a water wheel. During downtime, you can take plus 1d on a single downtime action. During dungeon defense, you can take plus 1d on a single lock, trap, or trick on your list of dungeon duties.
Sick.
But I think that the landlord and I would like what's it called? Oh, a temple.
You can have an altar. There's one right there.
So let's take a look at Temple. Temple gives you the ability Unholy Intervention. Once per cycle, one member of the dungeon can beseech the dungeon's deity to cast a tier 3 spell from their domains. You roll the dungeon tier as an action roll with no dice penalty, and the GM determines who is open to any consequences. So tier 3 spells are like things that a whole team could accomplish, right? So they're pretty heavy duty.
Yeah, like one's like for Crevice, it says squirm. You burst into 1,000 squirming centipedes, squirming away.
So that's Temple. Any others you guys want to look at? We've got Enclave, Hideout, Stronghold.
And Forge. I thought we were gonna look at Forge.
We did.
We already looked at Forge.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, and I heard Stronghold first, so I'll read that one next. Stronghold gets Warband. Dungeon has a raiding party, a shared minion pack with greater scale than usual, and the companion and expendable upgrades. So what companion does is it makes it so your minion pack will come with you on raids, and you don't have to pay them, right? Normally, if you want to take your minion pack on a raid, which is a score, right? Then you have to pay them 1 gold, and they'll come.
I vote for that.
I'm sure you.
I want my elves with me all the time.
I'm for the Forge.
So basically, yeah, Stronghold gives you some extra minions that hang out in your dungeon, right? And they're like better than the other ones, and they basically just come with you on raids all the time if you want. Let's see, what was the other one? Let's see, we've looked at Stronghold, Temple, Forge. We haven't seen Enclave or Hideout yet, so let's take a look at Enclave. For the Enclave, arcane energy corrupts the area around the dungeon. Its range increases with tier, and you get to choose how it manifests. You get to choose 3, like corrupted wildlife, whispers, illusions, bad weather, living plants, wisps. You get to choose 3 of those that happen around your dungeon. And all those things can act as a trap or trick equal to your dungeon tier. So you get like extra traps and tricks. Traps and tricks are placed in the dungeon, and they they fuck up the adventurers or otherwise mess with them. So Enclave gives you extra traps in your dungeon. Let's see, and finally Hideout. Agent of Chaos. Your dungeon excels at placing blame on others or meddling with faction plans. On a success, on blowback, your minions gain morale, which makes them better because of extra dice, and you can finish or reset a faction clock, which is interesting. what happens in the aftermath of your raid to cause this. Agents of Chaos lets you kind of have more influence on what happens, due to your raids.
That's cool.
So I'm gonna go take a quick pee break. I'll be right back.
All right.
So Enclave Forge, Hideout, Stronghold, or Temple. If you guys haven't decided by the time I get back, we're gonna have a power struggle.
I mean, what is gonna be the most helpful in the beginning? Honestly, I know like you guys want a temple, but is that really gonna be?
I'm cool with the Forge.
Didn't
Wokes want
I
a
like
Forge?
the Forge, and I like the. You see, the problem with these is that they're all themed too specifically.
Mm-hmm.
I want to combine some of these.
I honestly don't care where we go.
I don't care.
Well, I mean, does anybody have an idea like to use a forge like right away?
Not really, no.
I vote that we have a steampunk castle.
Well, what I mean,
We could have an airship. It would be amazing.
do you want to just like why don't you want to just call it a night and think about it for a week?
I could do that.
Yeah.
Because we could look at the book a little
down,
bit.
but I will remind you that we will probably do very little thinking and probably just figure it out at the beginning of next.
Well, I wouldn't mind reading the book a little bit, honestly.
Right.
I'm getting kind of
But it
worn
is
down.
like
It's been a long
10.
day.
Yeah, I'm kind of tired.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
And we can start the next week's game with the discussion on what we build. Because I mean, it's kind of like I think it would be important, at least in the beginning of the game, to pick something like that's going to be the most useful. And if that's like, having like somebody to help us raid the area around so we can get more resources to build the dungeon faster.
I like the one where we like reset faction clocks. Like, so if someone goes to war with us, we can just end that.
That is kind of pretty. That is useful.
That is useful.
Hey, Garrett.
I think we're talking about maybe waiting till next time to make a decision and let us stew over it.
It is 10 o'clock. So that's definitely an option. I was kind of hoping we could go a little later tonight, though. But if you guys aren't into that, that's fine.
Yeah.
It kind of sounded like everybody wasn't into that. Sorry, Garrett.
Sorry.
Like,
I think
I'm not even trying
tired.
to. I'm not
No,
trying. I'm good to say, but
You don't have to be sorry. It's okay. if you ain't into it, you ain't into it. And we can absolutely do it next time. That's no problem. So yeah, I guess let's leave it here before we go too much farther.
because I kind of want to read through the book a little bit.
Sure. Yeah. And the next choice is basically what type of dungeon we're gonna be. And then once we choose the dungeon, we all work together to draw it. I was hoping we could get done with the drawing tonight because then I can like actually make it a proper dungeon draft map and it'll look cool for next time.
I think why don't we do that next week, Garrett, at the beginning, and like, because that way we can like spend a bunch of time on it.
For sure, and that's fine.
It could be shitty like the first, like it doesn't have to be pretty the first game, but
I am totally fine. No problems.
Well, great game, Garrett.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Garrett.
I'm looking forward. This seems like it's gonna be fun.
It seems like it's going to be a blast.
Yeah. I'm digging it so far. So, thanks for coming, guys.
No,
See you
thanks
next
for
week.
asking.
Thanks.
So Garrett, so basically this whole could it be bigger than this space?
No.
Okay, this is like the maximum size of the
Yeah.
dungeon.
Yeah, and when you add rooms, they're going to be about the size of that cave in the entrance.
Okay, I'm gonna like read through the manual a little bit more now that I like see how it goes. So
Yeah. It's got a lot of cool stuff. Make sure to check out your magic stuff.
yeah. I understand it like more now. So
And
you
yeah,
should have all those files too.
cool, man. Yeah. What's in that shit you said?
The digital assets are like a